you should probably go.
Did you see Jeff Keighley used AI shadow in his tweet with the what's his name? Keanu Reeves announcement?
AI shadow? What do you mean?
His tweet, he tweeted out that Keanu is going to be voicing Shadow, and he used a picture of Keanu and a picture of an AI-generated Shadow.
What's the problem?
Why?
What do you mean, what's the problem?
Damn, I sneezed like
This man advocates for all this shit in the games industry and uses AI-generated Shadow,
Look,
bro.
man, look, we got to keep it 1,000 though. This AI shit is getting
he
fucking crazy.
Just Googled
this AI
Shadow the Hedgehog.
This AI shit is getting crazy, cuz.
Like,
No,
why do you have to go?
Yo,
Keanu's in the movie. I gotta generate this pic.
Is that what he did though?
No. Because with how Google works now, if you search in Google images,
that's kind of true.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This AI shit is crazy. It's infiltrating everything, bro.
It is.
I heard 17. I heard 17 Kendrick Lamar disses today, and none of them were him.
That's true. That is true.
This AI shit is
they were
saying
they were saying that Drake shit was AI. So that's
and it was him. It was actually him the whole time.
That's true.
This AI shit is getting crazy. If somebody mistakenly uses AI, I'm not gonna fucking shoot him over it. Like we just gotta figure this shit out. I'm just saying, bro.
Tell me the truth right now. Is it Cypher AI?
What?
Oh. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like whenever we want to consume art or media, we have to like stop for a second to realize, wait, is this AI?
But not to mention, not everybody's equally educated on that, and some people frankly just don't give a fuck. They're not gonna know that it's AI regardless.
A lot of people don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
I do not give a fuck most of the time.
So again, if a nigga use AI, like goddamn, like at least hear the explanation first.
I care if it negatively affects me, but if it doesn't negatively affect
that's
me,
real
then I don't
shit.
know.
That's real shit.
Like for example,
I only care about spoilers that I care about.
Yeah, well, like that's how I feel about spoilers for sure.
Huh? How is that the same thing? How is that the same thing, Madaris?
You don't have to care to show consideration. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not switching up on you. I think both those opinions are a little. I mean, the AI one I think is not as hard.
Would you say they're scummy? Would you say they're scummy
opinions?
opinions?
It's not weird. It's
not
weird.
weird.
It's not weird to not care about some shit that doesn't.
Spoiler opinions. I guess
it's just inconsiderate. It's not. That's it. That's all it is.
I'm not denying.
And he don't give a fuck about being inconsiderate in that instance. So it's not weird. It's just
I get it.
Inconsiderate. But a nigga like me, I'm gonna go out of my way to make sure I don't spoil somebody. I don't want that to be on me. Tito don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
You should have. If you really liked it that much, you would have been caught up.
That's your fault. You get spoiled.
No, but
that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Wait. Hold on. There's certain things.
That's what
I could see like a movie that's been out for like a month, right?
It don't matter.
At that point, you had plenty of time. No, but I'm talking about like, okay.
Let's say, I feel like the point Tito's saying is like, he doesn't give a fuck if he's spoiling something because he's assuming people who don't want to be spoiled on something would be putting themselves in a situation to be spoiled. But some people are like, you're having one conversation and then some motherfucker could just like say something randomly, like a fucking jump scares.
Okay, but then at that point, that's his fault. That's the person who's talking.
Like me,
That's
I
not
didn't
my
do
fault.
anything. What did I do?
You literally spoiled Spider-Man the last episode out of
bro,
nowhere.
you put.
Oh, the Craven thing. How Craven gets
Gear 5 on you put Gear 5 on your Instagram story, bitch.
I forgot about that.
You put Gear 5 on your Instagram story.
Oh, Gear 5 for sure.
I hadn't seen that shit yet.
You just like
I love Rogers.
Yeah, I was gonna spoil something.
Because you are
right. If I truly don't want to
goes,
get spoiled by some shit, I'm gonna make sure I don't, bro.
That's all. Coast
I'm not gonna be anywhere where anything where I could potentially be spoiled.
Coast has gotten like. He's gotten the closest to the actual. That's the whole point. If you actually give a fuck about the product, you would not. It would be impossible for you to be spoiled at a certain level because you would have already been caught up. That's the whole point. So if I'm talking to you about FF7.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily.
I'm talking about
waiting to play FF7.
In general.
No. Hold on.
Yes,
it doesn't matter if you're caught up or not. You still have to do whatever it takes to not be spoiled if that's what you want. So avoid the places that you could potentially be spoiled.
Yo, the game leaked 2 weeks early. You should have been caught up, bro.
But some people are waiting to play the game on PC. So
that sucks.
What are you gonna tell them?
Well, for the people who
they're waiting,
people who are waiting to play. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, so if I didn't want to get spoiled, if I didn't want to get spoiled on God of War Ragnarok, guess what I did? I bought a PS5.
There you go.
So they'll never-
But back then we didn't know that shit was coming to PC.
I'm just saying.
That's true too.
I'm just saying. If the same scenario happens right now and I don't have a PS5, I'm buying a PS5. I'm holding myself to the same standard.
That's ridiculous.
No,
No, not everybody got.
Okay,
bread
but
like
like,
Yeah.
let's say
So I
Take
know
me
I gotta
for-
accommodate for
the
broke
only
niggas.
logical approach is to avoid the shit you don't want to be spoiled on, bro. That's it. You can't just say they should have been caught up. What if somebody
No, but-
fucking died, bro? What the fuck?
But what? No. What I'm telling you is
Somebody
that
died?
I
What do
can't
you mean?
consider whatever everybody is responsible for putting themselves in a position not get spoiled. Why do I have to be considerate for what they are doing?
I didn't say
should
that.
have.
You should be considered
not-
if you're not a fucking bastard, but that's still on them.
That's what I'm saying. So if I'm talking to Roger and Roger's telling me about some One Piece shit I don't care about, go ahead, Roger. Tell me some dumb shit. Go ahead, tell me the most spoilerific shit ever. And if someone's like, I don't want to get spoiled, then you can leave.
Well, I'm not going to
That's-
spoil.
that's
One
that's
Piece stuff,
different
you know.
to expecting somebody to have been caught up with the thing that they care about. Because
Yeah,
like,
Well,
let's take me for instance with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I
Uh-huh.
still haven't finished that game, but I would have probably finished it last week if I wasn't on a family holiday.
We're not going to
So-
spoil you on Final
Bro,
Fantasy.
And
some of
I've
these
been
games
playing
take
that game for-
7,000 hours to beat too.
Yeah, I'm
play what you
almost
can.
100 hours in.
But
I'm
this
at
is all
chapter
with-
12.
I understand that, but this is all in the context of me. Even though this is an inconsiderate approach, it's still reasonable. If a game is like 7,000 hours
reasonable.
long, yes, it is. If it's 7,000 hours long, I'm not going to expect
reasonable
people to be.
approach is for the person that doesn't want to get
No.
spoiled.
What I'm saying is, if the game in question is like 1,000 hours long or whatever the fuck, I'm not going to expect somebody to spoil the game in 2 days. That's unreasonable. But if it's
Okay, let's do it. Let's try this, right? So Roger and
lost
Coase are
interest.
both playing Final Fantasy 14, yeah?
Uh-huh.
They're both playing it late. They haven't
Sure.
finished. Are you okay with spoiling them?
If they ask me, yes.
Well, I don't want to be spoiled though.
Okay, and guess what they will do? They will avoid situations in which they could be spoiled.
That's true. Like if you
Yeah,
were to say
but
if you were to
again-
say a spoiler right now, I just go like this.
But again,
That's it.
but again, the whole situation that's going on though that I'm talking about is when a spoiler is dropped just because. Oh yeah, well fuck it, just say a spoiler.
Okay, well,
It's
Roger's
I
no
wouldn't
lead
do
up.
that. though.
There's
I
no
would never
lead
do
in.
that. I would not do
Bro.
that. I wouldn't do that.
Bro, you've
I
done that
accidentally.
multiple times.
I know, but I accidentally did that with
He did
Shadow.
it. No,
But I
you did
didn't
it accidentally
know.
once, and then you did it on purpose twice.
Right, correct. Yeah, that's right. That's right. But it was only on purpose twice,
So really, your problem's with Roger.
and it was for a bit. It was
Yeah, my
like for
problem
the
is when the
show.
spoiler just dropped like that.
We
Like
did
if
it
you
for
give
the show.
people
I did
a
it for
lead up,
the
like, hey,
show.
we're gonna talk about spoilers, then it's okay. I'm not. Then you gave people warning. That's fine. But when it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna say this shit.
I've
It's like, no,
never
come on.
done that. I've
No, but
never
I-
gone.
yeah,
out.
I
I've
don't-
never
I
just
did
said
it for
some
the
shit.
show.
Roger does that.
Only for the show, though. You know, like I
Yeah,
did.
I mean,
it
for
the-
content, it's
the
fine.
Show. That's what I mean. But I wouldn't just do that to somebody randomly. That'd be rude.
I
Why would
wouldn't
I
just-
ever do
I've-
that?
I've
I
never
wouldn't- I
done that.
wouldn't.
Now-
I wouldn't dream of doing that. I mean, that's like ludicrous. I never would ever do that.
I do think
the
it's
way,
funny though. If everyone, I do think that bit is funny where everyone just spoils something. I think that's very funny.
Roger, can you check your noise gate because your mic's always engaged and I think it's messing up the overlay.
Uh-oh. What's happening? My mic's engaged?
Yeah,
How do
and
I
Discord
how
is
do I
always
take it down?
off.
Uh-oh. How do I take that down?
A spoiler can be good though, right?
Like
you can
here,
be
is that
saved by
better?
a spoiler, right?
Sometimes.
Like if someone told me the ending of fucking Promised Neverland before I watched that shit, I would not have wasted all that time.
Well, you mean the anime or the manga?
Yes. The
Because the
anime version
manga,
of
the manga, they get amnesia, and that sucked. But like in the anime, it was totally different.
No, I know. I'm
Oh,
talking about
shit, in the anime too.
well, both. Yeah, I'm talking about
Oh,
both.
damn.
In that specific case, both.
That sucks.
So Roger, why is your icon like low res?
God,
compared
the
to
fact that
everyone
McDarrett
else's?
doesn't do this in dark
I
mode
don't know.
really
Pretty
tilts
weird.
me.
My
Everything
icon
is
like on
default.
Shofu's.
I know.
way
It's
it
just it's so
I don't know
tilted.
why it is. Can I
It's
change
just
that?
you're a psycho.
Yeah. Bro,
How
I'm
do I-
already wearing glasses. My eyes are already fucked. I'm
Oh,
good.
what? That's not a good reason. You still have the rest of your life, McDarrett. You're a young man.
Yeah.
Save your eyes.
Yeah, and I like glasses. Chill.
What? That boy just gonna walk around bifocal.
Hey, so do I. That's why I wear fake ones every now and then.
Nice.
Just
But yeah, go to settings,
There we
Roger,
go.
and then voice and video. Try adjusting your noise gate.
Okay. I mean, I did that. I just did that.
No,
yeah,
you're fine.
it went off now. Yeah, you should. be
Okay. Cool. All right, we're good.
oh, by the way,
Why did
Virma
your
caught up to
background disappear?
Arumakun. Caught
good.
up.
You switched your icon.
No,
That's
you
so
just said it
weird.
was low res.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
and
but
now the
you're
background
like
of it is
you're a
gone.
you got switched to a PNG.
Okay.
Did you do that?
No. How do I even?
Shofu
How do I
definitely
remove the
didn't do that.
PNG?
Oh, it's kind of
No,
Discord
you just
account.
Roger, go back to the reactive page. You just have to re-log in
How do you
You'll be good.
re-log in?
because they updated reactive, so you might have to reset your pictures.
Oh. Okay.
Like you might just have to reconnect it because I had
I
to do that
gotcha.
for.
Give me a sec. Okay.
Anyway, Virum, yeah, I caught up to Rumakun, hand rub emoji.
That shit
That's
is
a good.
cooking so far.
That's a good manga right there, boy. Yes, sir. That's a good ass manga there, boy.
Probably start catching up this season. I think like Wednesdays. There's not much updated.
Well-
Wednesday or Thursday.
Let's see. Jobless came out. Jobless is okay. Kaiju number 8 came out over the weekend. I have to read that shit before I watch it. I'm like halfway through Sakamoto Days. Goat manga, by the way.
Sakamoto Days is very good.
It's very good. That manga's gonna go that anime is gonna go crazy, Roger. That's gonna be a hit.
Roger. Do you need your picture?
No.
What is this picture, Roger?
It's fucking.
It's
from
just
the start of
fucking
Japan
Skype
time. His
picture,
Attack on
bro.
Titan in the wall. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me
I'm
see.
sick.
Let me see. I got
I have all the pictures. If you don't have it,
I could just use this picture with Sakurai.
Okay, I'm gonna give you your picture.
But this is a good one. This is a good picture with Sakurai.
Why does Roger
I saw
love
him at
being
the
a
bathroom.
bastard?
I'm not.
Bro, there's just watching you put the picture on, man.
I just did. I just put my picture up with Sakurai. I don't see a
There you
problem
go.
with that.
There's your picture.
Oh, you put it in. Oh, I see. Okay. Now I have to use this.
We're like uniform. So it's like
Why?
those are almost like icon because it represents all of us now. It's on thumbnails.
But they know
it's
what
on
I
the
look
website.
like. I do videos all the time. Why do
Yes,
they?
but it's for new people. So when
But
someone
they know
talks,
me.
it's very easy to relate to who's talking.
But they know me, McDareth.
Roger, please.
I'm just saying they know me.
Or try to keep it uniform. Roger.
But isn't that a cool picture with Sakurai?
Yes,
Yeah, yes it is.
Wasn't that cool?
both you and Vera. I'm jealous of both of you.
I have one
Now,
with
if you could
Ricky and
fix
my
that
dad.
picture.
I could do one with Ricky and my dad as the photo.
Yeah, in front
So
of
this
the
is a
truck.
picture of Ricky by himself.
Just by I could be Ricky by myself.
Here you go. What I said.
Don't be Ricky.
There you go.
Only Ricky can be Ricky.
That's fair.
Oh, true.
That's Roger Ricky, the paid actor.
That's Roger, Ricky, and their Uber driver, bro.
That's right. That's right. My dad was the Uber driver. Correct.
Uncanny resemblance if it's an Uber driver.
Truly, I know it's
Got the-
unbelievable.
Got the exact same smile.
Engineered in a lab.
Oh, here's a funny one. I could do this one. Remember this? This is a good one.
Oh no.
This is a real good one. I forgot I even. This was awesome. Okay, there we go. That was when they did the Muppets for the Nintendo Directs at
the
E3.
E3?
Remember this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that is actually
That one
a
was
good
cool.
picture.
It's with the Peppy Muppet and the Miyamoto Muppet.
Just always gotta
Boil the
flex.
newest Bluey. What's up with the Bluey shit?
I'm saying.
Apparently, it's a good show.
Apparently, it's peak fiction. I don't know what's going on with Bluey.
I'm ready. Watch. We should do
Bluey's
it.
kinda crazy, man.
Watches Bluey. That should be a whole thing.
No.
It might be illegal.
It might be illegal. Why would it be illegal?
I
And
think he needs
copyrights
to-
and stuff.
Yeah. it's like
Oh,
copyright.
who cares about copyright?
Yeah,
I'm not going to jail. We're fine.
I don't know, man.
Oh, by the
I
way,
mean,
Roger,
I accidentally
just so you know,
watched Kung Fu Panda 4 on
Uh-huh.
stream. I think I'm dead.
the song from like Aerith's song that does get copyrighted.
No,
Oh.
it didn't.
Oh,
I was
wow.
Yeah,
fine.
it did. It did.
I did.
You were fine.
Do-do-do.
I was
Japan's
fine.
account was not. Yeah,
Well, I was.
Do-do-do.
So we're good.
Do 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 do.
Well, I mean,
Definitely
Roger doesn't
not
care. This
that
is his
one.
burner. Who cares?
Yeah,
Not
I'm
what?
I'm just saying. It was shared, so it doesn't matter. It's not blocked anywhere. So you don't really care. But like, I'm just saying because you're like, oh, it's
Gotcha.
fine. It's not fine.
Why is OJ in the thumbnail?
Okay, Roger. I need to lock in and stop this.
What the fuck is that?
Like a Fire Emblem character. I forget their name.
Oh,
I just
oh,
think
you're
that we could be
Camilla.
better as a species if we just made better. That's all I think.
I think you should. I think you should turn up your gain so I can hear what you're saying.
I think.
Fuck them.
All right, I'm starting the goddamn show.
Do it.
Actually, hold
Oh,
on.
good timing.
Fidel.
You came in just in the nick of
Yo.
time. Look at that, Fidel.
Also-
Fantastic.
Also, I guess I'm still here.
Welcome. You could be our guest for this week. You want to be a guest?
Sure.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't have
You
much
can
to
take
say
my
about this one.
All right, y'all. Wisdom is gonna take my spot today. It's been cool, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go play Guilty Gear or something. Oh, you thought I was joking? I thought I was joking. So y'all thought I was joking. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh boy. What character should I play? I'm thinking Johnny. Yeah, I'm gonna play Johnny. I'm gonna play Johnny real quick, man. That's a clean character. Hell yeah. Elfelt? Nah, I'm gonna stick with. I've been feeling Johnny. No, no Diddy. Pause. Yeah. Yeah, man. Why does shit take it so long to start, bro? God damn. Abba? My Abba not too good, man. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of mediocre right now. I got kicked off the game. It's a sign. Oh my god. Give me 1 sec. Give me a second, bro. Oh shit. Uh-huh. I just need to download one thing. Now I'm telling you, if that shit didn't disconnect me, I would have played the whole match straight up. And I would have ran it back too. Oh shit. Wait, it's too early. Wait. Oh shit. Alright, whoever edits this, cut all that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Where the fuck is this video at? Okay. Uh-huh. Leave it in. Balls. Alright.
Hey everybody, it's me, Sonic the Hedgehog, at the Chinese theater ahead of the premiere of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, in theaters this December, and you're watching Japan Time. Hey everybody, it's me, Sonic the Hedgehog, at the Chinese theater ahead of the premiere of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, in theaters this December, and you're watching Japan Time.
There he is.
Hey guys, how's it going?
All right, all right.
You see, I knew you weren't built like that,
You
bro.
joined
You better
us.
load up that game again. Fuck the show. Get back in the fucking lab.
This guy would rather sit in Strive lobbies than listen to us talk. That's
On God, I
crazy.
would. What? Without a question.
No, then do it. Then do it. Do it then.
Insane. That's
Do it
torture.
then. Do it then. Put your bank account on it.
Not the Strive Tower, bro.
I knew.
Not the Strive Parks.
Wait, why don't you want to
You
talk
better
to
sit there
us?
laughing.
Connection errors every
character you don't
second
even
game.
play, bro. Go ahead.
I'm just confused
Before
why
we
you don't
kick
want to
this
talk
off,
to us.
Roger's over there trying to troll me.
You know, I don't want to talk to you.
I'm not trolling you. I just put my icon back up. I literally was doing it, but Discord wouldn't let me put the icon back up. I just put it back up. Everything is gravy. What is going on, everybody? You are listening to the Japan Time podcast for April 15th, 2024. I'm your host, Screw Up Extraordinaire. Joining me this week, we have Mr. Hollywood himself, Shofu. What's going on, Shofu?
Who's Mr. Hollywood, bro?
Because you were stuck in traffic today in Hollywood.
So?
We had to delay the show. So you're Mr. Hollywood.
You know what? Fair enough, man.
Of course.
I'm chilling.
How's
and
the
shit.
how's that
Chilling
final
and shit.
draft of the cipher coming along that you were
Yo,
listening
mind your
to?
goddamn business, man.
Okay. All right. Someone else who always minds his goddamn business.
Did you contribute to the Kickstarter?
Next up we got Tito. How's Tito?
Well, okay. As someone who did contribute to Cook Server, where the fuck my cipher at?
Whoa, Mr. Shareholder.
There
Let me
you go.
let me just-
Can I get an update, sir? Can I please get an update? Yeah, because as is my right as someone who contributed to the project.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's on the way. It's still,
Okay.
It's still in the oven, man.
Okay.
What you want me to
Alright,
say? It was late anyways. It's already late. I might as well, like when you late to work, you feel me? You might as well stop at Starbucks or something. You might as well stop at Dunkin' Donuts.
What?
You're already late. Get you a meal.
What do you mean? Get to work.
No. You already late. Get you a meal. You know what I'm saying? Make your day a little better. Like you already late, my nigga. Like so, I'm
you the
saying.
type- No,
It's
no.
already
So
late.
you're the
We
type-
might as well spend the extra time
No,
to
so
make
you're
it
the
elite.
type
You feel
to
me?
show up to class late, to show up the first period late, but when you have McDonald's.
Absolutely.
nothing's wrong.
I'm late already.
You
Wait, what's wrong with
you ain't
McDonald's?
shit.
I'm late.
You ain't shit.
I'm
Fuck
late,
you.
bro.
Fuck you.
I'm
bro.
late regardless of how long I take to get there.
You ain't shit.
Wait, Tito, what is wrong with McDonald's? I don't see.
That's
anything
the
wrong
thing.
with
That's you think what the problem is, Roger?
He literally missed the entire point.
McDonald's.
No,
We're
shut
late
up. Just
getting McDonald's.
go somewhere else, bro.
All right. Speaking of people that maybe were taken out of the oven too early, we have Games Cage. What's up? How are you, Fidel?
What is that mean?
Right.
It's really
What did you
that
mean
kind
by
of
that?
day. I'm really out, bro. I was early on the oven, bro. I've been here.
What?
All right, it took 6 months to get me out of the womb, bro. I'm really.
But that's what I'm
hitty
saying.
right
If
now.
you were
6
cooking,
months?
if you
Bro,
cooked
you're
a little
underdeveloped,
longer,
man.
If you cooked a little
Come on,
longer,
bro. I'm
we
here.
maybe
I'm double developed.
Double.
It took half the time to pull me out of there, man.
What, you got a fucking air fryer in there, bitch?
Yes, Have a
Speaking of-
fetus.
Okay, great.
I'm just mad he
speaking of
said double
someone-
developed.
Man, I'm not gonna wait. I'm not doing that. What's up, McDareth? How are you, McDareth?
Doing well. I'm glad you pulled back wherever the hell that was.
I
about
pulled
to be.
back, yeah,
That was
it's
about
gone
to be-
back.
I was about to be
Gone back.
wild. But yeah, doing good.
Yeah.
Finished Rebirth. Amazing game. Look forward to a discussion on that on Friday on the channel.
Crazy how at the end of a
later.
Are we recording the spoiler cast on Friday?
yes, you're the one that said to do it on that Friday.
I did. I don't remember. Hold on. I'm gonna put it on my calendar right now.
Supposed
Oh
to be
no,
the
I have it.
19th.
No.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good. I have it down. We're fine. Someone else who's fine is Coast. What's going on, Coast? How are you, buddy?
Hey, Nintendo gamers and all the gamers out there. What's up?
You're playing Final Fantasy 14 right now.
I am.
We are. In fact, both of us are at the very end of Endwalker.
No. You're barely playing. You're scratching the surface
No.
of playing the game with how much
What do you
shit
mean?
you've been skipping. Over
I
there.
only skip non-voiced cutscenes.
No,
That's
you've been,
crazy.
you've been skipping all
If
the
it's
content.
No, that's not content. If it's voiced, I meant to see it. If it's MSQ, I meant to play it.
That's
Everything
wild.
else, I skip. If it's not MSQ and it's not voiced, I skip it. And it is what it is.
Cook them.
That's it. That's all. And that's not to say that sometimes I don't like to go out of my way and do a side quest here or there. But if they didn't take the time to voice it, I'm not taking the time to read it. You
It's
feel
like
me? The
Honkai,
game is
bro.
huge.
They be yapping, man. They be yapping in
Honkai,
Honkai.
at least they voice stuff though. But I also
no,
skip
but you
stuff
know
in
the blue
Honkai.
side quests? Yeah, they,
Oh,
they
yeah, I
talk
skip those.
forever.
But I skip I skip it in Genshin too. I skip all of it. I skip that stuff in Genshin. I skip that stuff in Honkai. I
Absolutely,
skip
man.
that
They
stuff in
just
Final
talk,
Fantasy
talk,
14.
talk.
I respect my time. And someone else who I respect is Viram. What's going on, Viram? Welcome to the show.
Okay.
Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all having a lovely day. It was my mum's birthday today.
Good night,
so
Mike.
could all
Happy
wish her
birthday to
Happy
Beer's mother.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Beer's mother.
Oh.
Oh, if I could jump back in. Speaking of birthdays, I turned 30 this last week.
Oh my god.
Damn!
Congratulations on being decrepit, just like the rest of us. Welcome.
Yes.
Hey, not me. I'm not
I thought
30.
everyone was
Adele's
gonna
not
be quiet
30.
there, bro.
I'm not 30, bro.
You're
Don't
30
don't
like
on me.
next year, right?
No, I'm
Well, that's-
27. I'm
Not
I
you.
have.
You're not.
Not
You're-
you.
you're
I'm talking
not.
about
I have,
Vera.
yeah. But I'm not yet.
33, bro.
And that's
Old
Y'all
as
old as
shit,
fuck,
bro.
bro.
I will tell you, 30
Right,
feels
God
the
damn,
exact
he's
same
old ass boy.
as,
Old as shit,
the
bro.
rest of my
Right, he
years.
about
I feel the same.
41.
I think Joe was
They
the
still
oldest.
virgins
Give it a
and
week,
shit,
man.
too, bro. That shit crazy.
Bro, he over here collecting Social Security with the
Also,
old
don't.
boy.
I'm glad nobody fell for that. I heard Fidel set it up, and I'm glad nobody fell for it. That's
Fell for
good.
what?
I'm not going to repeat it. Last but not least, we have a special guest this week because they've been helping us play through Final Fantasy XIV. We've got Wisdom Eel. Many of you are familiar with the name Wisdom Eel. Welcome, Wisdom Eel.
Thank you.
Now, you DM'd me before this and said, is it time for Japan time? Should I leave the call? And I said, no, but you're chilling. Don't stress. And then you said, later on, as they started to get into it and saying inappropriate things, you said, should I dip out now or am I still fine? And I just want to reassure you, you're still fine. You can stay as long as you want to stay. We're happy to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and especially because Ricky is not here tonight. That scumbag. I don't know why he's not here. He should really be here. And War Champ as well. He's busy playing his Final Fantasy XIV raid. So
Chip
War
actually is
Champ
like
and Ricky,
out of the country, I'm pretty sure.
they're just going. Well, there's no excuse to be fair. You know,
Right.
just like
Yeah.
there was no excuse for OJ to kill his wife. Anyway, moving on. We have a lot of different things to talk about this week. Where do you guys want to start? I think the first thing we should start with is the death of the 3DS and Wii U eShop. I also just realized Zeph isn't here. I literally put this in here to talk about it with Zeph, and Zeph is not present. I'm going to ping him. Zeph, where are you?
He's tired of your bullshit.
But I'm not bullshitting. I'm talking about a genuine thing. I wanted to talk about the death of the Wii U eShop and the 3DS eShop, and I sort of wanted to take this opportunity to reminisce. Because obviously, we started Japan Time during the era of the 3DS and the Wii U, right? We got started initially doing those pick of the day analysis breakdowns all the way back in 2014 before Smash Wii U and 3DS was even a thing. But
2013.
I remember watching those streams.
I guess it was 2013. That's right, because they announced the game in 2013. That's correct. And you remember watching those streams, right? Because you were a youngin. You
I
were
was
youngin
young.
when
I
that
was a
happened.
fan. I was like, oh my god, it's the best
I was
stream.
also
Then you
a
guys
fan
would take 4
watching-
months to do the next episode, and I was really sad.
Yeah,
First time.
Yeah.
but we made it through. We
Mhm,
made it through the Smash 4, Wii U, and 3DS era. And I just wanted to ask everybody, was there anything exclusive to that era that you really, really liked that hasn't come to Switch, or something that you were fond of that you miss that Nintendo used to do in that generation?
Nope.
I will say the joy of that gen was because the Wii had online, but it was pretty like it was 1 or 2 games really, whereas Wii U and 3DS was really when Nintendo started embracing online, and so you were really starting to experience what Nintendo games could be like with a lot of people. And so whether it was Pokemon Online or like it was that era when Nintendo was putting online all their games. Kid Icarus Uprising
Sure,
had online,
sure.
Luigi's Mansion had online, obviously Mario Kart 8 being a big online one, Smash. Just even if those games are kind of a lot of them don't really hold up today, just Mario Kart 8 online back then was such a big deal, or playing Smash online with the For Glory mode. I just feel like that was really the time where online Nintendo games really started. And so I just kind of, I mean, obviously we still have it, but that was sort of the first origins of that.
Yeah.
Right, enough of that yap fest. Where the fuck is Wind Waker HD,
my
man?
God.
Can I get
That's
to
what
that
I'm
shit, bro?
saying.
What the fuck?
Like, that's the real answer. How is it taking so long for Wind Waker HD to not be on the goddamn Switch?
I think it's a matter of time, right? I feel like Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess HD, Metroid Prime 2, those are all things that like Nintendo's just sitting on, that they're waiting to release, probably to fill out their schedule, especially now, like with the Switch 2 potentially being delayed. Like they're going to need stuff for later in the year. I feel like we'll probably get both of those on Switch before the end of the year, if I had to guess.
You know what, man? I'll say it.
Let's
Customs
hear
are
it.
fun.
Customs were fun. I
Customs are
actually
fun,
agree
man.
with you. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like Wii U customs. They were very fun. They were very dumb, and I don't give a fuck if they weren't balanced. I don't care. They were very fun. and watching them was very fun. And it was more fun than regular fucking Smash 4. I'll tell you that.
So
To watch.
are you done lying yet, or are you finished?
It wasn't more fun to watch.
You finished,
don't think so?
you finished, or you're done.
I'm not lying. I haven't. You know what I'm saying? I haven't lied today.
You just lied to me.
How?
Did you just wait? I heard what you said about the customs, but are you saying that you thought Smash 4 was more fun to watch than Ultimate?
No, I said that
How the
I
fuck did
thought.
you hear that?
What?
I don't know. That's why I was confused. I thought because you said to watch them was more fun. So I was like, wait,
God,
what?
You didn't say anything even close to that.
Okay, good.
He's
I just
talking
wanted to
about how
double check.
Smash 4 customs were more fun to watch
I
than
got
regular
you.
Smash 4.
I got you.
But I don't even agree with that because
That
some of the
shit's
Smash
fucking
4
cap,
customs
bro.
were dumb as hell.
Oh my
It
God.
was fun.
That
It
shit
was
was
fun
funny as
early
fuck.
on. And
That
then
shit was
as
funny
it
as
kept
hell,
going,
bro.
it
I
just
don't give a
got
fuck
more
what
and
y'all
more
talking about.
degenerate.
I think it's funny in retrospect.
You must have missed Evil that year. You simply must have. You simply must have missed Evil that year.
Bro, I was in Xanadu every week. Fuck you talking
You
about? You were there
simply
with
must
me.
have not watched
You were
Evo,
with me.
bro.
Stop acting
Captain
like you were with
Awesome?
me.
You telling me Captain Awesome timing 17 niggas out in a row was fun to watch? That's what you telling me, Tito?
You know what? You know what's fun? You know what's fun? Niggas died
You
at
telling
3%
me?
from heavy
You
flesh,
telling
heavy
me
fucking head smash. That shit
You
was funny
telling
as
me
hell.
a nigga playing Sonic, spin dashing everywhere, and grounding people was fun to watch? That's what
You know
you
what I'm
telling
telling you?
me.
You know, no. You know what I'm telling you? I'm telling you watching fucking Joe win
think that
Kong
is kinda
everybody
fun
every
to
week was
watch.
funny as hell.
Oh my
That's what I'm
God,
telling you.
bro.
I'm telling you.
You
I'm
telling
you.
me.
I'm telling you that watching niggas die at 3% from heavy skull bash was funny as hell.
You are
That's
a
what I'm
demon,
telling
bro.
you.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
I don't give a fuck. That's what they get for like this dog shit game. I don't care. That shit was funny as hell. I was there week in, week out, 2 tournaments a week. Me, by myself. Never lost. That was me.
Yeah.
Drove me insane.
I'm so
Sheik
mad,
had
bro.
needles that
Taco
broke
sets were
shields,
so
man.
ass.
That shit was funny.
What's wrong with you?
Shout out to fucking Trip Seed. Trip Seed funny as hell.
No, that shit was
dude.
never
Exploding
funny.
balloons.
Exploding balloons, funny as hell.
Just
Bro
Like,
was
like,
sitting
the whole
on the
time.
ledge for 8 minutes straight.
Yo,
but the shit was insanely disgusting.
you had speed, Wario speed bike, funny as hell.
Now the funny thing about customs, I remember, was it Mr. Con? Somebody sided me off the stage and killed themselves, Luigi, because you went too far, bro.
Wild.
That shit was always funny as hell, bro.
You guys are talking about all the different funny custom moves and
Yes,
stuff. I think
bro,
one
that
thing
shit-
that I remember back in like the early Smash 4 days that is, and this is from like an early episode of Japan Time, but I just remember like the initial conversation we all had about Villager and how Shofu was like, there's no way you're ever going to catch anybody getting hit with the tree.
Bro, that shit.
And then ended up
people
turning
getting
into-
caught daily, bro. Getting caught on the real daily. That shit
Oh,
was
man.
everything.
The Renai showed up.
It is funny though, because I think like maybe it's because we've been spoiled by the Ultimate era, but I was thinking about this because we asked that question on Twitter about like which Smash reveal was your favorite and why. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show because there were some pretty good answers. But like looking back on it, I do feel that like the hype cycle of Ultimate, I think was significantly more hype than the hype cycle of 4. But I think the way in which information was doled out with 4, like instead of having 3 or 4 big directs before release, like we were getting picks of the day, we were getting stage reveals, we were getting character things. I feel like it was a more consistent hype cycle. You know what I mean? Like the highs for Ultimate were really, really high with like the character reveals or the directs. But I feel like the in-between, we had like 3 or 4 months with nothing. Whereas
Yeah.
with 4, it was like every week there was at least something interesting.
Yeah, like just the 1 assist trophy shown a week or 1 stage, and then you just have a conversation about that 1 stage, that
Right,
one.
exactly. And it was
assist
like that
for,
was
an
enough.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No, I
still
agree.
just
There's joy in limitation because then you're just you're letting your imagination run free.
100%.
But I feel also with Ultimate, because of the Everyone Is Here trailer, it was immediately okay, who's next, rather than
Yeah,
is this
that's
character
true.
returning or not. Like instantly,
Yeah.
we knew the
That's true.
like
'Cause
everyone from before is there.
Hey, because Smash 4 revealed trailers over time, right? We'd like wake up and it
Yeah.
would be like, oh,
Right.
Sonic's back. Oh, Falco's back. Oh, this person.
Well, they didn't even have trailers. They just featured in the pick of the day.
Right.
Yeah,
The-
exactly,
The
yeah.
trailers were like Rosalina, We Fit Trainer,
The
you know,
newcomers,
Mega
yeah.
Man, yeah, Little Mac, all of them. But even I think the quality of those trailers, like a lot of those Smash 4 ones are still really good. The Palutena one's really good. where it was like the anime, and I really like the Little Mac one. I think is really stylized and cool. But I think like some of the later trailers, like going back, I thought for some reason, obviously Cloud was a super hype reveal for Smash 4.
The Smash
but like
4
going
DLCs
back
have
to
no
it,
budget.
dude, they have no
Yeah.
budget
They have
whatsoever
zero
on
budget,
the Cloud
bro.
trailer, Bayonetta trailer. There's like nothing.
It's like it's ugly PNGs for the Ryu one.
yeah.
It's purely in game for Lucas. Cloud
Purely
just
in-game for
walks
Bayonetta.
in. Yeah, Bayonetta's
Yeah.
just in game. It's like they have zero budget for those.
I guess Corn.
Which very
Corn's
clearly
the only one that
wasn't-
yeah.
Yeah, Corn
Yeah.
took all the budget.
That's right. Corn was
Even
the only
then,
one because they
even
redid.
then, not
things.
even because Corn was reusing the cutscene and just
True.
added dialogue. It's the same
true.
exact cutscene from the
That
game.
is true. That's true.
I don't know what it was. I guess, which is interesting because in Smash Ultimate, Sakurai really talks about how much he put the budget on the trailers. Like he wanted.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
I think with
for
Smash
sure.
4, he started to understand. Okay, these character reveals are events in themselves, and I think he leaned into them a lot more.
Yeah, I agree.
It's still funny that like Cloud literally, you say like it had no budget, but because it was Cloud.
Of
Like,
course,
it
yeah.
was just
Oh,
gigantic.
naturally.
Could you
Yeah, it was
imagine
huge.
Cloud was revealed like in
Like,
this
With an
Sephiroth
Anya
era?
Children
was?
tech.
That
Oh
would
my
be
god.
fun.
That
That would've
Sephiroth
been
trailer.
insane.
To this day, I still say that Sephiroth trailer is like one of the top 5 best video game trailers of
Yeah,
all time.
I think so,
100%.
too.
That is such a good trailer.
I think that would just exploded the Twitter if that happened.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Steve literally crashed Twitter. The morning Steve was announced, there was no Twitter. It got wiped for like 10 minutes. Yeah, but we had all the stuff, with Smash 4 reveals and things. But anything else during like the 3DS Wii U era that you remember fondly? Like obviously Street Pass is the big one for me. I feel like that's something I would love to see them bring back for Switch 2 is some type of Street Pass or something in which you're able to tag the systems
Dude,
and then get stuff from other
With
games.
how much
So,
bigger Switch is, I don't know how they never did something like that.
Right?
I feel like that would have been
3DS
way
is
bigger.
way more portable than the Switch.
But people still
You
take
say
their
that, but
Switches
still,
everywhere.
the
Like, I
Switch
always
is
have mine in
so
my
big.
backpack.
If
I
you
travel.
really think about it, more people like who's really carrying their Switch around
You'd be
in
surp-
in the West compared to the 3DS.
I definitely do.
I still think
regularly.
that's a lot more
Okay,
than
that's
you
you
think.
though, but I'm saying like comparatively to the general audience, who's really carrying around their Switch all the time, casually taking it out to play. I barely with the 3DS, I
never
saw it
taken
so
shit
much
out the
more.
house.
I don't know
I've
though. I
never
feel
taken my
like
Switch out the house.
every time I go travel somewhere, it's like every single time you're going through security and stuff, they always say like take your Switch out because people
Think
are
about
always
cons,
Yeah,
paying
but
too.
Russ,
attention.
you travel
Commuting.
200% more than the average person.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, if you
Huh?
commute to
I
work
agree
every
with you,
day.
Roger.
No.
I agree with
no.
you because like I
Yeah.
take my Switch with me right on trips. I always take my Switch just in case I want to play Smash. I always have the setup
Right.
ready, right? But the difference is when I go, like, say if I go into an event like SmashCon, my Switch is not in my bag. My 3DS would be in my bag then.
Sure.
But like my Switch is in the room, so that's like the difference of like you're going to a con, you're
Yeah.
going to PAX or something, right? You're not
I-
taking your Switch in your bag into PAX.
I don't
Right.
necessarily mean
I think a
conventions.
lot of
though.
that. I think a lot of that is because of the fact that Switch doesn't have any kind of like Street Pass functionality. Or anything like that.
Absolutely.
If it did, then people would have their Switches in their bags with them, so that they
'Cause
can
I mean-
activate the Street
Okay,
Pass.
yeah.
If you're a commuter, for example, like I'm not just talking about traveling, like actually going, on major trips. I'm saying like just going to work every morning, right? If you take the train, if you take the bus or something, I know plenty of people who take their.
You know
Switches with
plenty
them.
of people, Roger.
plenty of people.
What is
Plenty.
plenty of people?
Also,
PLE
Japan is like
No, but what? Give me a
Plenty.
number,
Plenty.
Roger. Plenty of people is 5. Like,
No, I mean
Oh,
I could name at least 12 right now.
who are
just
just playing, who are
Name
playing
them,
their Switch,
Who are
credit card
actively-
numbers and their SSNs, please.
I'm not gonna show
who
their
are
SSN.
playing,
First name, last name, and
games
address.
on
For
the
sure.
commute, who are
For
playing
sure.
games on the commute or on their Switch over their phone.
Yes, for sure. Absolutely, most
these
definitely.
are these people
Yeah.
content creators because they're not the
No.
average person.
No, my buddy Brent will commute regularly.
you just
made that person up.
Sometimes a week. I'm not at all. I literally did a video giving him a Switch.
What's his last name?
Brent Mukai. He does a voiceover stuff for
what state does he live in?
a bunch of different videos. California.
Okay.
I don't know his credit card number.
What's
I'm
his
sorry,
address?
but like I don't. Let's not get into this. What I'm saying is, like,
Crazy.
You already gave me too much
Trying to-
information, bro.
trying to dox
I
my
don't even know
friend.
this guy.
No, but my point is that like people who are going to work, and you can even ask the chat. Like I am curious for people who are listening right now. Like, do you guys take your Switches when you're going to work or on your
Plenty of
commute
people
or
do.
like
I
if you're at
used to.
school. I feel, yeah.
I'm not leaning to any one side. I personally don't, but I know a shit ton of people definitely do. Of course, why wouldn't they? It's a
Also,
portable
the
console.
Switch is massive in Japan, and they take it everywhere.
See, but
Like, I
Japan
guess-
is, I think, a little bit different though, because that was how 3DS was too. You get street passes wherever you go.
3DS.
that's what I'm saying.
I just think, like, just objectively and in terms of how it was designed, the 3DS is just literally a more portable
Yeah, I
system.
get it. It's much smaller.
And I feel people just leave their Switch at home for the majority of
Maybe.
people
Yeah, I
who
put
are.
my
Right.
3DS in my front pocket when I it was just sitting there. It was just there.
Play your
Every time I went
Pokemon
out, I brought my
games.
3DS.
Yeah, I think most people did. But again, I think that goes back to what Viram was saying. It's that like if Switch had something that would be beneficial to take it, I think more people would for sure. So they should put it in Switch too. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, nobody was.
I would
complaining
not be
about that.
opposed.
Yeah.
For the answer to the question, since I have not so much love-hate, but kind of like-hate relationship with this game, Xenoblade Chronicles X. Should
Oh,
either
yes.
get remade or get a sequel, but
That game lost a quarter of
Fix
its
the story.
content with the servers going down.
I will be so happy if that gets like a definitive style remake.
See, the
Oh,
only thing I'm
remaster.
thinking with Xenoblade X is the whole reason that hasn't been ported yet is because of licensing with the music.
Mm.
That's literally the reason why we haven't gotten a port for it. And on top of that, like it was a weird game to program. Like I remember listening to an 8.4 episode about it. Like 8.4 Play was talking about it because they worked on that game, and they said there were a lot of weird technical things with that probably wouldn't carry over easily to the Switch. So that's probably why they haven't done it, because otherwise it would be a pretty easy port, I'd imagine. Or they could just continue onwards or re-release it on the next system.
yeah,
Or
like it
Yeah.
ended on a cliffhanger anyway, so make
Yeah.
X2 or something.
Yeah. That game was awesome, though. Also, thinking back to it, like, I forgot who was watching. Was it you, Fidel? Were you just recently
What?
rewatching old Nintendo Directs?
Yes, I saw the
Okay.
Switch ones.
Yeah. So, do you remember the Wii U Nintendo Direct that had pretty much, it was right after the Wii U's first holiday where it was bombing, and they revealed basically every 3DS and Wii U game for the next, like, 5 years.
Yep. With like no footage.
With nothing,
And they were
yeah.
like, a Zelda game is in development for the Wii U. And that was it.
Because they literally
And then they would
showed,
be like,
during
yeah.
that presentation, they showed Wind Waker HD, Xenoblade Chronicles X, announced Tokyo Mirage Sessions, back when it was Shin
Yep.
Megami Tensei Fire Emblem, announced Breath of the Wild, announced Smash Brothers, announced Mario Kart, announced, what else did they announced like a whole bunch of other stuff. They showed
was
stuff
legit
way
insane.
early.
They showed the Yoshi game.
Kirby, the
Yep.
Kirby Rainbow Curse one.
That one they didn't, but they did
they
show
didn't?
Yoshi. No.
They did show Yoshi, yeah. It was just pretty much every first-party game that was eventually revealed on that system.
Yeah,
I feel like they
'cause
showed
it
off in
wasn't
some
selling.
capacity there. No.
It's because I think that was the holiday the PS4 was coming out, and they just wanted a reason for people to buy it that holiday season.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Hey, here's this." Bad time, bro.
Speaking of announcements, you guys want to know a fun fact?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah, sure.
Be close to 7 years now that Metro Prime 4 was announced.
Woo!
Insane.
Is it actually 7?
Jeez.
And it's been what, 4 years? I think it's been 4 years since
Since
they
they
announced
restarted
the
development.
redo.
Yeah, right.
Which is insane.
It's only been a year
Let him
since I
cook,
announced the Pokemon Cypher. Wait.
Aye, man.
I do feel like Metroid Prime though is we'll see that this year. I don't
mean,
doubt we're
yeah,
gonna see
I
that
think
at some
so.
point this year. Yeah,
Would you
One-
would you
one
bet a
funny-
stake on it?
I would put a stake on seeing it this year for sure.
Seeing it
Yeah.
as in gameplay?
Look,
Yes,
bro,
as in
look,
gameplay, I think we're gonna see
we've been
gameplay
eating
this
too many
year.
damn steaks, bro. Come on, man. Switch it up one time. Make it a
All right,
chicken
what
sandwich
would
or
you rather? What would you rather instead of a steak? What would you rather?
something. I don't know how many of these bets you've lost, but I'll
You want a lobster
Let
tail?
me get some nice ramen.
I'll
No
get some
truth.
ramen. I'll bet you
I'm
a
down for a
bowl of
nice ramen.
ramen. Yeah, I bet
Let
you
me
a
get
bowl of ramen.
let me get a
We will
Burger King
see-
5 for 5.
We will see game. Well, that's fine. I could do that too.
Goddamn Burger King, bro. What the
A
fuck?
5 for 5.
Yeah.
What is that?
You know what 5 for 5 is? Is
Explain
that
it
still
to
a
me.
thing? Or
It's
2 for
definitely
5,
still a
whatever the
thing.
hell it's called? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's 2 for 5.
You get a single French fry, a single chicken fry, a single burger, a single glass of water, and a single piece of pie. That's a 5 for 5.
Yikes.
All that stuff for $5. Yeah.
And
Anything
speaking
else?
of Nintendo,
Yeah, let's hear it.
for Metroid Prime, I think we'll see it. Because Nintendo's got nothing left for Switch because they're not even going to be at Gamescom.
Correct. Yes, correct. So
Mhm,
Nintendo actually
mhm.
announced that they will be skipping Gamescom this year for the first time, I think, in like 6, 7 years.
Yep,
Which
yep, yep.
again further proves that there is probably something weird going on with Switch 2, whether they're delaying it till next year or whether they don't have anything to show. Because when exactly is Gamescom
It's,
normally?
it's August, so think about this, right?
Man,
We
so that
haven't
they're
had a
not getting
main line.
anything. Man.
Yeah, we have yet to have a mainline direct yet. Like they haven't
Yep.
had one, and Gamescom is canceled. And literally, the last date for a game we have is Luigi's Mansion in June. That's it.
Yeah.
There's very clear, like it's very clear that there's a second half of the year question mark gap that's going on. And I
Sure.
think it's quite literally just gonna be ports.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think-
I think we'll
yeah.
probably get Wind Waker. We'll probably get Twilight
that'd be one
Princess.
nice port.
We'll probably get both of those. We'll probably get that Genealogy remake for Fire Emblem.
Yep.
We'll probably
Kid
get
Icarus Uprising
Kid Icarus.
HD.
I was just gonna
Mhm.
say that's probably
Mhm.
one, and that's 4 months right there. If you have one game a month, they could
Yeah.
space that out over 4 months. But I still think we're gonna see Prime 4. I don't necessarily know if
Yeah,
it's
that
gonna
might be
come
their
out
one
this
more.
year, but I do think we're gonna see it by the end of this year. Yeah. Because I personally think we're probably going to see Switch 2 before the end of the year too. Even if it gets delayed, like don't see them waiting any longer than summertime to reveal what this thing is. Even
I
if
don't
it
know.
doesn't come out until March. I don't see
I
a world in which
disagree.
they wait till after the holidays.
I disagree because remember the cycle for the Switch, they announced it in October and it came out in March. And so I don't think they need to do
I mean, maybe not
8
June.
months of Switch 2 marketing. I think they
Yeah.
could do it also in October, same way, and have it come out in March.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that. But I mean, my point is that I think we're gonna see it before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Even if it is delayed.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going into this holiday season without knowledge of Switch 2.
See, my only thing is the only way they announce it this year is if they announce a Switch price cut. Because I think that's what you do is you announce Switch 2 and then you announce, hey, this holiday season, we're finally price cutting base Switch to what's $400 now? Maybe you make it 300.
I mean, I'm inclined to agree with that.
Didn't they do that with the Wii U as well?
Well, the Wii U got like 3 price slashes.
Yeah, right.
I thought
They
the
were
Switch
trying to
was
get rid of
already
that
as cheap
thing.
as they could have possibly made it there.
No, Switch
The
is
Switch has
still
never gotten a
250.
price drop.
Yeah, it's never been price dropped
They've
once.
just made the light.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Because with the base Switch, they could probably manufacture those for super cheap now, sell it for like $99.
I also feel like Sony did that as well with the PS4. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
they did.
They announced the Slim. The Slim is always the way of making a cheaper console because it's the same parts or anything.
I don't see a world in which Switch 2 would be any less than $300 though. I feel like Switch 2
Yeah, no. Yeah.
will be that, and I think Switch 1 will get the price drop. Or maybe like a Nintendo Selects type thing where they have cheaper versions of the games, like how they have, the
Mhm.
player's choice or whatever. They haven't done that yet. And there was that whole
Yeah.
news story a couple months ago about how it was like Paper Mario Origami King, Pikmin, I forgot
Yeah,
which
yeah. A
one
bunch
it
of
was,
their
but
games
it
were
was a
just
bunch
not
of
in retailers.
right, right. They're removing them from
Mhm.
retailers. So my assumption is that they're going to re-release those as part of like a player's choice
Yeah.
lineup deal. Yeah.
Because I think the Switch 2, I mean, it's a big topic, but like the Switch 2, I think it's going to have the PS4 to 5 effect where it's going to sell, but because the Switch is still big and still usable, it's not going to have as crazy of a launch as the original Switch. I think it'll be it'll sell super well, but it won't be doing the numbers Switch 1 is.
Sure.
It would only be able to do that if it wasn't backwards compatible, and you're
Exactly,
kind
yeah.
of forced into getting
Yep.
it.
Which I
Yep,
think
yep,
we've
yep.
talked about this a bunch on the show, though. There's no way it's not going to be
Yeah,
bad.
no.
I mean, there's so many good titles on the Switch that
Yeah.
it would be stupid to do that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I can't imagine a world in which it's not. Real quick though, I wanted to pull this up before we moved away from some of the Nintendo stuff. Is like I said a couple days ago, we asked you guys on Twitter which Smash reveal was your favorite and why, and these were some of our answers. We got one from Sunset Archive, who said it will always be Sora for me. Kingdom Hearts has been a part of my life for a very long time, and I remember thinking it'd be really cool if Sora was in Smash Brothers. And my friends would always go, "Pfft, like that would ever happen." So seeing Sora fly with Simple and Keen playing in the background was the absolute greatest.
Yes, sir.
We got one over here from the Shock 64, who said DK64 is my favorite childhood game, with King K. Rool being one of my most wanted characters. His reveal trailer, alongside the DDD fake out, his monstrous appearance, and the amazing moveset, and getting to see the Blastomatic recreated as his final smash, all made me lose it. Going back actually to the 3DS Wii U era, this one came from Nick Jorgensen. And it says, I have 3 reveals that are considered my favorite, but the one I want to specifically highlight is Mega Man for Super Smash Bros. 3DS and Wii U. That was the first one among a long line that blew my mind. I feel like we all kind of felt the same way about Mega Man. Like, we talked about this briefly about like how Japan Time started. I feel like that was one of the big things. Like that E3, when we saw that Mega Man trailer with Wii Fit Trainer and with Villager, it was like, okay, we got to do something. We got to talk about this on a show somewhere beyond just like me calling Shofu afterwards, being like, did you see this? Oh my God. So
That Mega Man reveal was especially special because it was during a period where Mega Man was in
At
the
his
slump,
lowest.
bro.
He was at his
he was
lowest, for
struggling.
sure.
Mega Man Legends got cancelled.
Mighty Number 9 was on the horizon at the time. Yep, right.
Really quick about Mega Man.
He was struggling.
I forgot about that.
The
Capcom
Legacy
hates him.
Collection. The Legacy Collection. No, that shit actually sold really well. It's at like 1.5 million copies sold, and it sold 1 million in the first 2 weeks of its release, and it's like the fastest selling Mega Man game now.
But
Which,
where's the new games, man? It's been.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Go play
How
X
many
Time.
years since Mega Man 11?
Bro, it's been 6 years, man. There's no way they could not have made a Mega Man.
Okay, you're gonna get a
game
new
since
Mega
then.
Man game before Metroid Prime 4, so.
I don't think
I
no
hope
way.
so,
Before
man.
Metroid Prime 4,
has it actually been 6 years since 11?
Dude, it literally has been. It's crazy.
Actually, where does time go? I still remember.
I don't know.
Yeah.
E3, and it was there
Same.
at E3, and now it's 6 years past.
But that makes sense because it was E3 2018
That's right.
that we were
That's
at.
right. That was
Dude,
the
I
best
think-
one.
Yeah.
Wow.
It
Yeah,
just-
you're right.
I'm-
You're right.
I really think with Mega Man, no joke, I think they are having problems internally. I think it's very clear the team has scrapped projects because there was the only info we ever had was that they had that trademark for the Rockman match game like a few years ago, and we've seen nothing of it. So I really do think they've been doing the collections and everything. And I think one of their creative directors for the project left a while back. They definitely are having problems figuring out what to do with the series. I think they don't know how to design it well, or they've had ideas and scrapped it. It's very unfortunate because, like I said, the collections are dope, but at some
And
point
they're
we
selling
want
well.
something new. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, and they're really good, but it's just I agree with like Tech Koala is saying they want to do something to evolve the series, but they just can't figure it out. Exactly. Yeah, the director left for Psy Games. That's what it was. And so you had that. You had Inafune back in the day.
I remember that because they did the Mega Man collab with Tregalia. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I feel like Mega Man is due for a new game, right? But I feel like
I hope so, man.
I don't think a mainline one is going to be happening anytime soon.
What
I don't see that happening. I think there's going to be one more Legacy collection, probably with like the Zero games, and
You know
then
what I
Zero
think they should
games.
do? You know
They
what I
did
think
the
they should
Zero
do?
games.
Yeah, they did do the Zero games.
wait, when?
Dude,
A
like 4
while
years
ago,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a couple years back.
I still had
They
a
did-
retail job
They did
when
Battle
they had
Network. They did Battle Network. They did Legacy 1 and 2. They did Mega Man X, and they did
Yep,
Zero.
Zero and
Okay,
ZX.
Yeah, they did. They literally did all
So
the
they've done
collections for
everything.
everything. Yes.
The only thing they
Oh.
haven't done is Star Force. That's quite literally it.
but no one cares about Star Force. Those games,
Yeah,
are
exactly.
fantastic.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
And Legends. They don't touch Legends.
Legends, I feel like they have to re-release at some point too, though. Maybe they were
Yeah.
sitting on maybe wanting to remake Legends or something.
People
I
want
hope so,
Legends
man.
3, but I don't think that'll ever happen.
No, I think that the time for that was when they were
It's
talking about doing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Remember what was it? Get him off the moon. It was like a fan thing.
man. Speaking of fan things, this is totally has nothing to do with Nintendo or anything. But I just watched a documentary about this. I guess you would know what this. Well, Viram, you would know what this is too, and McDareth. I think the three of you would know. Sonic Super Robo something 2. What's the name of this
Sonic
game?
Robo Blast 2.
I
Oh,
just
yeah.
watched
Yeah,
a
that's pretty cool.
documentary about the making of Sonic Robo Blast 2 and like how it started as a Doom mod
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
eventually
Yep.
evolved into something where they just released like a new version of it and it's been to development
Oh,
since
dude.
1998.
You
Yeah.
should
I'm like,
play it.
what?
People
It's really
make
cool.
crazy mods for it. People have made an entire kart racer in it. That's incredible.
That
You
kart
can-
racer is super fun.
Really?
It is. So there's a car racer. There's a full. If you just download it, they also have like a full campaign in it if you want to play it. But people have made. I'm telling you, there's some of the craziest character mods in the series. There's some guys making a mod where it's like Sonic X Sonic is playable. They have Blaze. They have every character in the series with unique movesets, with unique sprites. It's insane. There's Mario and Luigi sprites in there. There's a Persona 3 mod. It's crazy.
That is incredible.
Persona.
I won't lie to you. I like the effort that the modding community does for Sonic games, but I'm not that into Sonic mods.
You
So
should, but you should be. You're missing out.
I won't lie to you. The that remake of Chronicles had my attention.
Okay. You should play Sonic and the Fallen Star.
What?
Oh, that's very good.
It's a
Okay,
full-fledged 2D game that's actually done. Like it's not like a demo. It's like a full. They finished it.
Done, done.
It's got
That's
peak art
the
style.
part that probably is gonna be the miss for me is when it's 2D, because like I hate
Okay.
unless
Roger,
it's
you'd
2D
like this
and we're
game.
doing like Sonic Rush or advanced style, I'm probably not interested.
Roger, watch this trailer.
I'll watch it. Where are you linking it?
I'll put it up in the podcast for you. Hold on. Where's?
Oh yeah, also Project 06.
Got it for
That's
you.
another one that I think I'll try eventually.
Yes.
Here, I'm gonna find this for you.
Oh, yeah, I saw you.
It's
Yeah.
actually kind of mind-blowing how they turned 06 into a real game.
Oh yeah, that one's insane.
Oh,
Here you
okay,
go.
I said that, but I did play the Sonic Forces mod that came out that did like a post game story. I played that one.
Overclocked. Yeah, that one's
I played
crazy.
Overclocked. Yeah, so I did
Well,
play
this
that one.
this Sonic and the Fallen Star looks cool, actually.
Dude, it's awesome, and it's like it's a fully done game.
The style's
It's
really
so
cute.
sick.
Have you? So you've played this? You've played through?
I
the whole-
played this. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Okay, so this one actually looks interesting.
Has its own OST. Has beautiful sprites.
Yeah, the sprites look really good.
Yeah.
I like
so
even the
good.
UI with the score and time and rings and everything.
Yep.
Man,
I'm in this game actually too.
you're in this game.
Yeah.
How are you in it? Someone made like a Games Cage skin or something?
No, there's like there's in
There's a
one of the
cameo.
levels of the game. If you just stand there for like 2 minutes straight, there's a voice in the sky that's like, "Hey, can you get moving?" And it's me.
What?
That's it. Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you know the level?
That's it. It's like it's the forest level. It's like Act 1 of
Okay.
the forest level.
So you just have to stand still in the forest level, and then you're
Yep.
gonna yell at me?
Yep, you'll just hear like a little Fidel in the sky.
Well, to
Didn't
be fair, you
someone
did.
make like a sprite for you in one of these, Fidel, where you cameo?
I don't have a sprite. I don't think so.
Okay, I feel
You know
like
where you?
did
I was
just
gonna say.
imagine that?
Do you know where you could have gotten a sprite?
Mm-hmm.
You could have gotten a sprite at IHOP with their new IHOP Sonic menu. You could have had that alongside some of your
okay.
Damn, there's
pancakes. You could have
actually
had a
way
sprite.
more Sonic talk than I anticipated. Actually,
Of
like
course.
thinking about it now, like there is quite a bit of news.
There ended up being a lot of stuff. So for those of you who haven't already
That was
tried
the
it,
IHOP.
they have the new Sonic IHOP menu. Reagan and I actually went to this about a week and a half ago. They had like a preview event for it here in LA, and we tried everything. And my simple review is that it's literally exactly the same as IHOP. They just renamed the items to be Sonic things.
Yeah,
So
no,
I mean,
I
it's
saw
literally it's
that.
all good. I mean, it's like you got your blueberry pancakes, you got your 2x2s, it's the same stuff. It's just they named it after Sonic stuff now. The only thing I will say that was at this event that was like hands down the coolest thing is they had a onion ring bar where you could just go up to this thing at the preview and get as many onion rings as you wanted with all these different dipping sauces. And one of the dipping sauces specifically is a chili dog sauce that tastes like chili dog, but it's like a sauce for it's like a dipping sauce for your onion rings.
Yeah.
That was delicious. That was very good. I don't know if you can get that chili dog sauce at regular IHOPs as part of this campaign if you order onion rings, but if you go and you're trying to get your pan coins and you're trying to get your Amy outfit or whatever, make sure to get some onion rings because those were hands down the best thing.
Did they have a
That's a
shadow
very
item
cheap
on the
thing.
menu?
The shadow item was good too, but like I would never order that as a regular thing because it's like super duper sweet. It's like you're eating a chocolate cookie basically.
Yeah,
It's like-
something
They're-
chocolate or something.
Yeah, they're like chocolate fudge shadow pancakes or whatever. The Knuckles chicken sandwich is decent. The Eggman Benedict was good. I thought the best thing.
Sandwich, bro.
That's what it was.
That's crazy. That's
That
actually
was
kind of
pretty
crazy.
decent.
They're serving you a knuckle sandwich.
Yeah, that's right. But I think the three best things were probably the Sonic
agree.
blueberry pancakes were good. I really liked the Amy waffle. It's like a strawberry waffle with ice cream on top.
what?
It was really good. The Amy waffle was good, and the Sonic, or not the Sonic one, excuse me, the Shadow pancakes were also good. But again, you'd have to get that as a late night snack thing.
Why are they in the
Yeah,
shadow?
They're
They're
chocolate chip.
So
probably
chocolate,
chocolate.
equates to shadow, bro? Oh no.
Because it's black, yeah. It's probably chocolate with like cherries or something, so it's black and red.
Ew.
I imagine.
I know
Definitely
something else
really
that's
good.
black and red.
Shadow.
Yeah.
Shadow
Which,
and
by the way,
Sonic
we have
movie
news
3.
about. Exactly. See, there's been a
Oh.
lot of stuff. So since
10 out of 10.
has this been officially confirmed now, though? Is
It
this
has.
fully
It's been
confirmed? Okay.
Variety. It's been everything. The
So
Hollywood
it is.
Reports and everything.
It has now been confirmed
locked.
because basically last week, CinemaCon happened, and they showed preview footage at CinemaCon of Sonic 3, including scenes with Shadow. It has now been confirmed post CinemaCon that the voice of Shadow the Hedgehog is none other than John Wick himself,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
It's a good cast.
That is one of the best castings ever.
Yep. That's a victory for mankind.
That's
I will say-
cannot believe it.
I will
hope in
say,
humanity.
I'm happy with the casting. I think this is good. This is a good choice. But when I initially heard the rumors about Hayden Christensen doing Shadow, I kind of wish it was that a little more. Just because Keanu Reeves, like when you
it.
hear Keanu Reeves, is Keanu Reeves. I guess Idris Elba is kind of the same way as Knuckles, but like it
Yeah.
really is going to stand out a lot with Keanu. And like as somebody who's seen the most recent John Wick movie, look, Keanu Reeves is great. We love Keanu Reeves as a person. He's fantastic. His acting is dog shit now. I don't know what he's up to.
What?
He's horrible. In Wick, in the new John Wick, he is like the worst actor I've ever seen in any movie ever.
Well, I feel like he
He is
doesn't talk much
horrific.
in those movies. That's
He's
his whole thing.
horrific in that movie.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
He's horrific.
It was not me.
All right.
It's
It's
not-
okay.
I'm not
I
saying
think-
I,
Seems
I
like a
think, and I
positive
like
hot
Keanu
take.
Reeves.
I didn't
I'm
say
just saying in
Roger's
that I
movie
don't even think
opinion
it's a hot
should be
take.
taken away.
It wasn't
I'm not
me.
saying
Like-
I don't even think it's a hot take. I really feel like his line delivery in John Wick, where he just was like, "No." Every time he would read his lines, I'm like, "What are you doing?" It was so bad. I thought genuinely he was high during the recording of that movie. Reagan, do you agree with me, John Wick?
He was bad.
Could you say it to the microphone, please?
The last John Wick?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was so bad.
Keanu Reeves was
Keanu
horrible.
Reeves was real
I know.
bad.
We literally said it as we came out of the movie theater. I was like, was he high while he was recording this? He was terrible. But I love Keanu Reeves as a person, and his acting, I'm sure, will be better behind a microphone instead of on camera.
I think the thing is, for a Shadow type character with the lines he's gonna have, people have already made so many clips.
Yeah.
It's perfect. I mean,
Yeah.
everything he says and the way he speaks, I feel like just fits Shadow as a character.
I'm
Yes,
baffled by
yes, it's
Roger's
also
statement,
wait,
man.
chat.
I'm
Wait.
so
No,
baffled,
no,
man.
no, don't be baffled because I'm right. I'm objectively right.
No,
I'm
no.
saying people. No,
You're
because
not.
no, I am. I'm
you're
objectively
not.
because
It's
there's a
fine.
lot of people
You
misunderstanding.
literally- you
No.
literally said
There's
no,
a lot of
hold
people.
up,
Wait.
hold up, back it up, back it up.
No, because there's a very clear thing.
Let's
There's a
rewind
very
it.
clear thing. We're rewinding it. I'm only talking about, which is very specifically, John Wick 4. Not all the other John
You
Wick
said
movies. He's
3.
fine.
It doesn't matter.
You said
Listen,
3,
no,
Roger.
listen.
You said 3
Oh,
like 6
excuse me.
times.
I think he said.
Did I say-
boys.
Did I say
You-
3?
maybe you said
That was
3
my
later,
mistake.
but I
You
thought
said
you
you
said
said
the
3
latest.
Oh,
initially.
then that's my bad. That's
He
my
said-
bad.
yeah.
I'm not
He meant-
saying
he
3.
said the latest,
I'm
though.
specifically the latest one, 4, the newest, or he dies. That is the worst one by far,
Dude.
hands down.
Dareth, you were right, man.
Oh, you said he dies?
He's just a demon.
You said he dies, right? That's what you
He's
said?
just like, why?
He
How
dies?
is that
Okay,
movie been
anyways,
out?
Roger straight up said Keanu Reeves is a terrible actor. His voice was
In that
terrible,
movie,
man.
in that
And then-
movie, he's
and then he
horrible.
goes, I'm sure he'll be great, especially behind a microphone. I'm like, hello?
But that's true. There's nothing I said that's
contradicting
incorrect.
yourself.
No, I'm not. I said he was horrible in the latest John Wick movie, but he's a good actor, and so he's going to be better behind the microphone as
If
Shadow.
your one complaint was his line delivery, then how would he make a great Shadow?
Because his line delivery in the newest John Wick, again, specifically the newest John Wick, I can't, just go watch the movie. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go
why
watch
not?
the
You
movie.
just
the movie
spoiled it,
twice.
bro.
How did I spoil the movie? What are you talking about?
How do I spoil the movie?
You said he fucking died.
McDareth, you
said
can never
that.
compare
but
my
but
stance
it's
to what
at-
Roger is doing again.
No,
You can
okay,
never group
no,
them together.
I did say he
You
dies.
never
You're right.
group
I
them
just
together.
only
forget
group
that I
because
said that.
bring it up, and then you
No,
come
you're
in
right.
and say your part.
Just
and
forget
then
that I
Roger
said
says his
that.
Parts, they end up getting grouped.
Forget that I
understand
said
You're
that.
not like this.
Ignore what I
Roger
said.
is-
No. Ignore what I said. He doesn't die. Ignore what I said.
Roger's a
What?
special breed.
Okay.
How could I ignore that?
He doesn't die.
That's real shit.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey man, point is perfect Shadow. W.
So true.
Yeah, it should be really good.
Yeah, he was
And
dog
we
shit in the
saw-
last movie, but he'll be the perfect Shadow. Like,
Yo,
Exactly,
is he
exactly.
gonna be singing all of me or like?
He better.
No,
he
it'll
better.
be his world.
Shadow
He'll do
But
it his
from what
world.
but from the CinemaCon
like
stuff,
that.
we know that we're gonna get Fat Eggman. They said in the footage that it was, he
He's
let
gonna be
go.
wearing a fat suit.
Yes, sir, he's gonna be wearing that nice fat suit. We know there's a scene where the gang gets cooked by Shadow. It's Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. They get cooked by Shadow. And we know he has the motorcycle. Apparently there's a motorcycle fight in the skies, and it's peak. That's it, man. That's all we know.
We will be there day one.
We will be there day one.
Very excited. For
I
the
am
movie.
excited for it, actually. I do love Shadow.
Yeah.
So
Another thing about
Yeah.
the movie, the director, I think it was the director, came out and said he wanted the movie to be Avenger levels events where a bunch of characters are showing up. So I
Yeah.
think we're gonna get more.
I think
there's
we're
a
gonna
high
get
chance
Emma
of, like,
Watson as
Rouge and
Princess
Amy.
Elise, and we're gonna get
Wasn't-
It's the Infinite.
Didn't they say Aubrey Plaza already got announced as a character? Like
Well,
that
they
she's going to
announced-
be in this new one?
They announced a bunch of the actors. Like I don't remember the list, but like only a few of them have been named. Like the girl that's playing Maria got named. There were 2 other female characters. So I
That-
think Rouge and Amy are gonna be in this.
So they just
I
doing
hope Rouge is in
SE2?
this one.
Yeah, I think they're just going straight to Sonic Adventure 2. Like even the logo is a copy of Sonic
Yeah,
Adventure
it's-
2. The
yeah,
Sonic
it's
3
literally
logo
Sonic
is
Adventure
like
2.
Sonic Adventure 2. So I think they're going straight for Sonic Adventure 2.
Okay, so let's go ahead and plot out this movie because this script is already written. Okay, so where do they start? They start with City Escape. That's the first scene.
I hope so.
I think they might do the Maria bit first. I think they might open up with
Like-
that
like-
part.
Like
Yeah,
like
with,
the
like-
fucking
yeah, they'll probably
flashback thing at the end.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah,
open the
Shadow's
movie with
backstory.
Shadow backstory. Yeah.
They start there. After he screams whatever and gets out, cuts to City Escape, and then they go from
Yeah.
Do I have to race? How many times are they gonna race? And will it be like in a jungle and then in a space? Like
Oh, yeah,
how many races between Shadow and Sonic will occur in this movie?
I
At
hope they
least
do White
minimum
Jungle,
of
but I
3.
don't know though, because I
Two and
I
the
think,
plus over under is 2.5.
I think
Wait,
we saw
what?
they have their sets been seen I think in London, New York, Tokyo, and San Francisco. I think those are.
Wait, what's the
filming
question?
spots.
The number,
what
the
locations of Sonic Adventure
yeah,
2
the
are we
no,
gonna,
the
like,
number
see?
of Sonic and Shadow. What is the over under of Sonic and Shadow races? It's 2.5.
Oh,
so
races?
is it over 2.5 or under 2.5?
I feel like
It'll
it's
be-
3.
I think it'll be like, yeah, one big race.
I
3
think
minutes.
you get one.
Oh,
I-
they should
I
do
think
final,
we
final
should,
chase, for sure. Final chase. That's
I think
gotta
we should
be
just
space.
spill the beans right now and say the announcement that Tito's gonna be voicing Big the Cat.
Yes,
That is correct. That is correct. Congratulations once again.
I would like to first of all thank absolutely nobody except me and my talent. Hi guys.
That's going to be your big voice in the movie?
No, I'm just I can't you know what I'm saying, I can't do it here for
You don't want to reveal
for
it.
free.
No, I understand.
Yeah, I
for
can't.
sure.
Y'all gotta watch the movie to see that. Do you remember when Jack Black was like, there was like, give us your Bowser, and he's like, no, and then he just did his own voice. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
We're very excited for this movie. They're doing a really good job building.
Isn't
up to
Eggman
it.
fat in this movie?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He let go.
Also,
Chances that looks good.
I think they can.
Here's
do
the
well.
here's the question. Do you
Let's hear
think it ends with the departure of Eggman and they tease a silver thing?
I was
Silver at the
thinking-
ending?
So I was thinking the post-credit scene is one of 2 things. It's either Metal Sonic or it's Silver.
I think it's
Yeah,
Metal Sonic.
Honestly,
I think-
I want them to go to Heroes. I would love Metal Sonic.
Metal Sonic
feel
is
like-
Metal
I thought
Sonic.
Metal
is like,
Sonic is CD, not Heroes.
It's, Heroes is Neo Metal Sonic.
Silver is too like
Oh,
fucking
got
like
it.
you know what I mean? Like he's too like it's one extra step. Like you got to go one
Yeah,
extra
I
step to
agree
get
with
that.
like
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
way
yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
You can just
I
go
don't
to
want-
next movie into Robot, and then you do Metal Sonic, and
True,
then you
yeah.
have Amy. You just have Amy pull up with her dumbass hammer at the end.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like
That'd work,
Amy,
yeah.
Amy actually is a pretty okay. She's not playable, but Amy is a big reason why Shadow changes his perspective in Heroes. So that's why I think Amy's just gonna be in it because I think they're gonna.
See,
have
I
her
mean
play
in this
similar
new
role.
one.
That's my thing is why I
Not Heroes, sorry.
I don't know about
Adventure 2.
I don't know about Amy. Like, there's a chance she could be here, But my one worry is that they could technically replace Amy with one of the other human females they have. Like if they have, what's her name, Tom's wife,
Maria?
Oh,
they've
true.
been-
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I think those characters are definitely the human characters at this point. I think they're fading them out more and more.
I get that.
So you
yeah,
gotta keep the
but-
you gotta keep the regular guy. You gotta keep regular.
Oh no, I think
whatever his
Tom
name-
will be around. I think his wife will be around, but I think they're not gonna play a big role. Like the Sonic 1 to Sonic 2, they did not have as much a big role.
I was
in my opinion.
thinking one of my theories, and I was talking about this on stream because I watched it. Is so in the first movie, his girlfriend of Tom points out that his family, like Tom's family, has been, protecting the town for over 50 years. We know the Shadow Project is over 50 years. I think it was one of his family, like his dad or grandfather, that was the soldier who killed Maria.
Oh,
And
he
I
might
think
come after
Shadow
them.
is going. No, I think Shadow is gonna want him dead, bro. I think they're gonna find that on the file somehow, and I think Shadow is gonna want him dead. Now, whether he gets him or not, I don't know, but I 100% think that's going to be the case.
Shadow's not even that
believe
fast,
that.
bro. He's cheating. He don't even run that fast.
He do be running pretty fast.
No, he's not running though.
He's using his boots.
He
it's
cheating
just
like
hover
shit.
skates.
Fidel?
He's got
He's
hover
still
boots,
here.
bro.
So he's running on a hover boot.
Yeah, but he's hella fast to them.
That's not what I
Right.
said.
He's still
He's
cheating.
He's I mean, I guess yeah.
Skating.
But
It's like that's
no,
the
but
reason
he's
he can
still-
keep up with Sonic is because he has
But
those.
the boots just hover. He's still the one running. Like it's his
No,
legs.
So
but
that
he's
are
running.
moving.
So he's running.
No, but like legitimately, like it's been said.
They're
the
air
reason he
shoes.
keeps up
So
with
so
Sonic
you're telling me if they
Fidel
both
is
took off their
because of
shoes,
those.
they both be as
Oh,
fast?
okay.
Is that what you're saying?
I
know.
no, I
Shadow
guess
would
not.
lose.
You're right. Yeah, Shadow would lose. You're
Cheating
right.
ass boy.
Shit.
Stick my head.
While we're still on the topic, though, of video game movies, there actually has been some other news. We got some
About Fallout?
announcements. I'm talking about, well, we could talk about Fallout in a little bit, but I was actually going to bring up Among Us getting their voice cast announcement. We're getting Randall Park, Yvette Nicole Brown, Elijah Wood, and Ashley Johnson have all been tapped to lend roles to the upcoming animated adaptation of Among Us. Jack Black, I think, is actually also in this Among Us movie.
This is a comedy, right?
Yes, it's a comedy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Gotta
it's
be,
a comedy.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the children's glass onion, you know?
Children's glass onion.
No, dull knives out.
Wait, dull knives out.
Fake
It
knives
says,
out.
it also says here that Patton Oswalt is going to be in the movie. Dan
Patton
Stevens.
Oswalt, I love Patton Oswalt.
I'm pretty sure
Wayne
everyone
Knight,
I'm pretty sure everyone they've announced is gonna have like a role as an Among Us.
one of the characters, right? Well, it says their
so
names.
The billing
Their
is
names
like
are
Green Among Us.
Yes, literally,
Ashley
it says
Johnson.
that-
Red
yeah,
Among
yeah,
Us.
yeah,
Who's red?
it says-
Who's the red one?
Red is
I think
Randall
that's a
Park.
lot. Oh, I
I'm
thought that was
pretty sure-
Elijah Wood.
No, Randall
it's
Park is
Elijah
red.
Wood
was the green
Elijah
one.
Wood is green. Yvette Nicole Brown is orange. Ashley Johnson's purple. Phil Lamar's brown. Wayne Knight is lime.
Wait, who's Dookie
Dan
Man?
Stevens, Phil Lamar.
Oh, okay.
Dan Stevens is blue, and Patton Oswalt is white.
Wait, who's the?
They go
Well,
green
we
and
know
lime?
Patton Oswalt is white, but what role is he?
White.
Oh, okay. But who's the red one?
Randall Park.
Okay, sure. He has.
I'm
What
glad
the fuck
he's
is
getting
going
his
on?
flowers, man. He's a
Yeah,
really
he
good
has.
actor.
He has. What the
He is
fuck
a
is
great
going
actor,
on?
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he play Kim Jong Un in the
Yep,
that interview
and-
movie
Yep,
that
yep.
got banned?
Yep.
He was good in that actually. Movie's not great, but he was good in it.
You know what was great?
What was great?
The Fallout show.
Okay, so talk about it a
Yeah,
little
you
bit
lost.
because everyone's been recommending this.
So the Fallout show is extremely good. It's on Prime Video. It is basically a standalone story, and like obviously it's in the Fallout universe. It borrows elements from a bunch of different games and stuff like that. But it follows the story of a character from a vault that no one really knows about. It's a brand new vault. And it's like probably one of the most faithful adaptations from a video game. Like
I think it has the best pilot of any adaptation.
dude,
I've
the
seen.
pilot is
The pilot is
so
insane.
good.
The pilot is insane.
That's what literally hooked me on the show. And I was like, all right, I gotta binge this. Walton Goggins as the ghoul is absolutely phenomenal. Great actor. They got what's her name? Ella.
Fuck. I'm looking it up.
She does the voice of what's that thing?
Ella Purnell.
Yeah, Ella Purnell. She's great. But yeah, it's like a story in the Fallout universe that I think is canon.
Like does it follow the story of 1, 2, 3, or 4?
It
No.
doesn't follow the story of any of them.
But it is canon though.
Got it, got it.
borrows elements from those games. Like you'll see references and callbacks to things, and it'll be in that universe because they share the same universe. But it's not like, oh, it's a sequel to 3. It's a sequel to blah blah blah. But it follows the story of like 3 like major characters, and they like eventually mingle into the like one main story. It has what's the guy from Evil Dead?
Oh,
His name?
who does he play? Who does he plays? What the fuck is his name? It starts with a W. Wizlig? Is that or is that the other guy?
No.
Talk about Hank.
Is that his name? The dad.
Oh. That's not that. Yeah, hold on. That's not the guy from.
Am I thinking of the other? Am I
Yeah,
thinking of the wrong guy?
Yeah, you're talking about the guy from Twin Peaks. That's Kyle
the guy.
MacLachlan. Yeah,
that's the guy.
He's great.
He's great. The short guy from Hannah Montana's in it, and he's actually phenomenal.
Really?
He's a great actor in this.
Okay.
He's so good. But yeah, it's like I would highly recommend it. I personally would say it's just a better adaptation than most stuff that's out, and I would probably rate it better than The Last of Us show.
Wow.
So,
wow. The Last of Us show is also, like, as somebody who does not like those games at all, but watched the show, I really liked The Last of Us show. So that's super high praise.
It's because, like, what I like about it so much is that it really grounds the show in the material that the universe is in, and makes such complex characters around it. There's a lot of stuff I can't really say because it'll spoil a lot. But yeah, I highly recommend 8 episodes, probably over a weekend if you want to watch it.
Well, it just boils down Fallout to what the actual situation is in a show, where it's like it's all about this. Everyone's in a shitty situation. How does everybody deal with it?
Yeah.
Like, and it's very fascinating how everybody does that, as opposed to like where I think Last of Us tries to be cinematic in a way. This kind of doesn't, in a way, kind of I think it makes it more enjoyable to watch. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the second best thing I've seen. Like I've only seen the pilot and like half the second episode. It's like the second best piece of media that I've watched in like the last 6 months. Like,
okay,
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
And the first one is X-Men 97 episode 5. Yes, sir.
I heard a lot of people
I've been enjoying
X-Men 97 is the GOAT shit out right now.
I gotta catch
It's
up on
really
X-Men.
the GOAT shit right now, chat. If you know, you need to tell them. X-Men 97 is really the GOAT shit right now. Oh
So
my
true.
god. Oh my god, that shit's crazy.
I've last watched the 3rd episode, and I gotta catch up.
That shit is in.
Is it the animation, the story? Like, what's the thing that makes it stand out?
It's literally every. First of all, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's such a. It's a. You know how like when things try to when new things try to draw things like their old things, and it kind of ends up just looking shitty. This is the most like exemplary way I've seen of modern technology to draw old animation style. Like, it's gorgeous, and it really, and that's not even getting to the fact that that's not even the best part of the show. The best part of the show is the plot. It is the writing. The writing is phenomenal, and so just it's great. It's great. It's great. I can't talk about it.
I think what it does really well is its use of color. It it captures that 90s style, but it's still unique on its own. It doesn't use the original show as much as a crutch in its identity. Magneto in that show is fucking fire, man.
Bro,
Magneto is crazy.
He's in. All right, man.
That's probably one of the
God.
best characters of this year, bro. In any media, that's like
It's not close, bro. He's really
fucking
different.
he's goated, bro.
He's really different. Like it's just one of those things where it's like you watch it and you're like, wow, these characters. My favorite thing ever is that it's a show that over the years, especially with the live action, people in the zeitgeist have a certain idea of who and what Scott Summers as a character is.
Sure.
And that's not at all who he is at all. They think he's just some whiny whipped guy who's just like so fucking just wants to get into Jean's pussy the whole time. Like when
You're
it's
not
just
that
like
guy, Bao. You're not
like,
that guy.
Like he's not that guy. Like he's just not. He is the most like patriotic in a way. Like he's the most like he's supposed to be the moral center and compass and tip of the spear
Of the X-Men,
for the
yeah.
X-Men. He is the front line. It's not Logan. Logan doesn't want to be there. That's his whole gimmick. Like his whole gimmick is he doesn't give a fuck. But Scott's like, nah, like for real though, we gotta like, come on, man. We probably should be taking care of this. Like it's just so good, man.
Cyclops has always been the leader, though, right?
Yeah, but I feel like
For the
he's been
most part.
he's been so poorly characterized for so long that having a show like
yeah.
this that shows him actually serving the leadership role well is like very.
Because everyone thinks it's fucking Logan. Everyone thinks Logan's the leader of the X-Men because
everyone
Logan's been
thinks
getting like
Wolverine.
they've been doing tricks on him for 20 years.
I mean, it's the live action movies.
That's
ever
what
since
exactly.
the early 2000s.
Quick callback. Speaking of X-Men and Sonic,
Yep.
you know, they played the guy that played Scott in the X-Men movies, and he's in the Sonic movies. I honestly think his Cyclops isn't that bad. Like I thought it was a pretty.
It's not
good.
him. It's not him. It's the
That's
writing. It's the way he's
That's the
portrayed.
Sure.
He's portrayed like a pussy. Like
It's
and
that,
he's just,
even in the comics, he's just poorly written.
Yeah,
Like there was
he
that
is
whole
poorly
Phoenix
written.
arc when they all get the Phoenix power, and he was written so terribly in that arc. Like Cyclops has just been.
They made him
dirty.
whipped, bro.
when he's really supposed to be that guy.
Exactly.
He's really that guy, bro.
Someone who's normally whipped by Final Fantasy 14, but he's finally joining us today. We got Warchamp. What's up, Warchamp?
true?
Welcome to the call.
Hello, Warchamp.
Hi, Ricky ain't shit.
A clip. Oh, you
Oh,
popped
okay,
in
okay.
just
Okay.
that.
Oh, no, he's right.
That doesn't
He's
count.
right.
That doesn't
He's right.
count. Him
No, that
popping in
counts.
for 1 second.
That
and
counts.
then and Rick. No. That
No,
doesn't
that
count.
can, I mean, he came. The requirement is that he's here and that he
He's
speaks.
staying
That's
in.
all we said.
Okay, that's true. I mean, he's here now. He's speaking.
I mean,
What have you been
like,
up
he
to,
gets it.
buddy?
You know,
Who's keeping track?
You've been war champion around. Maybe
working,
maybe some
getting the bag, hitting the
Let's go.
gym.
Oh,
Wait,
shit.
Warchamp's
He's locked
here.
in. He's locked in.
This is the problem. Is my Monday's one of my gym days now.
Yes, sir.
I see that.
What do we do? What do we do in the gym today, Warchamp? Talk us through it.
Obviously.
I'm going bouldering. I've been bouldering for 2 months now. I fucking love it.
What does that mean?
Bouldering.
I'm going rock climbing
Oh, all
indoors.
right. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, getting that core strength. I see you. Getting that full
good,
body
real
workout.
good.
I see you.
Using my triceps for the first time in 13 years. You know,
Yes, sir. He's locked up. He's locked in, bro.
dude, that's a muscle you just don't use in your like day-to-day
That's
life.
not true at all. What? You don't push
Not-
things ever in your life?
Not to fucking lift your whole body, bro. I want to see you on a rock climbing wall.
No. That's obviously much more extreme than what I'm saying. But you say you
No,
don't
no,
use your triceps.
bro.
just can't agree
I
with
can,
it.
dude. I can carry groceries with my triceps. I can't carry a 230-pound man with my
That's not
triceps
what
2
you
months
said,
ago.
man.
My triceps, your triceps don't get a real workout the way the rest of your body does.
Bro, I'll be honest. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know.
I think the bowl is what you do the most in your everyday life. So, how many doors you open a day, man?
Bro, I'm always opening doors. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm constantly
What?
opening doors. I'm
Why
thinking
did he say that
about
like
it.
he was bragging?
I'm opening doors. I'm opening doors.
You didn't
opening
Bedroom
doors.
doors.
I'm
Bathroom
opening doors in
doors.
my
Only
house.
door opening is the fridge.
I'm opening
Grocery
doors.
store
Right, what else?
doors. Fridge doors.
What
else?
Car doors.
What else?
What
Gym
the sentence I
doors.
heard
No, no,
was
you-
don't
you
use
guys
your
are-
triceps
GameStop
day-to-day
doors.
life.
You guys are taking
Mall
it too
doors.
literally.
Food
You guys are
court
taking it literally.
doors.
I'm not talking about
McDonald's
just.
doors.
I'm not talking just physical doors.
Movie
I'm
theater
talking.
doors.
I'm talking. I'm making moves. I'm networking. I'm making business
Right.
connection. I'm opening
Like,
doors.
right, what else?
Business
What else?
doors.
What else?
Business.
Car wash doors.
You know, hey, You know what you should also.
Car
You know what you should
wash
also.
doors.
Or
What the-
dealership
What do you mean by
doors.
that, Roger?
Okay, there you go.
You know what
Or
you should
dealership
also
doors?
open now that it's available, Rogers
that?
Base?
What should I
The
open?
Final Fantasy 14 Dawn Trail benchmark that's just available.
Well,
as
I'm
they
glad you
issue.
brought that up. So see, we've all actually, a lot of us have been on a Final Fantasy 14 kick recently. As I brought up earlier in the show, Coast and I are almost done with Endwalker. Dawn Trail's coming up real soon. They released the benchmark test. You could see if your computer is strong enough to run the new update.
I
It
need
better
a
is.
war
be.
champ to coach him through a thing.
Yeah, if anybody here enjoys Roger's Final Fantasy 14 content, you're fucking welcome because I just saved the rest of it.
Thank you very
He
much.
did.
I
He
do
did.
appreciate it. You really did.
I'm very
You
sad
came
guys
in
didn't
clutch for that
record
Fanat thing.
Honestly, that would have
I
been
would.
hilarious.
I don't think I've ever sworn that much in my life. I was
Roger
very,
was
very
molding,
upset.
bro.
I was very, very mad because that Venat fight, when you're fighting her, there's like those orbs that come in the final phase.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm somebody who primarily I click my actions like with the mouse,
We fixed that.
and it's nigh impossible to do that with your mouse commands and also get out of the way in time to kill the
Yep.
orbs.
So-
And so Warchamp set my hotkeys for me, and now I'm zooming. We got through tons of stuff on Coast Stream. Coast is still streaming the game. We're
I'm
now
gonna
at the end of Endwalker. Things are great.
I'm
so
gonna
thank you, Warchamp.
I'm gonna say this on the podcast because it is important. So Roger was playing the game just the way that he figured out how to play the game by going through it, and up until this point, that was fine because Final Fantasy 14 does a terrible job of teaching you how to play Final Fantasy 14. And it's you only find out that you don't know how to play Final Fantasy 14 when you randomly stumble into a piece of content that gatekeeps you.
Like that.
And Venat's fight is one of them. So
No,
Roger,
And then it's you
got
forgot to
right?
yeah. The thing you got to put at the end of it is when you're then getting flamed by 6 other people in the party chat saying, "What the fuck, you're dog shit. You're holding us back. Learn
Yeah,
your
but-
shit."
It's also that Roger has a whole group, a community of people who just kill stuff for him. So he hasn't had to
Oh,
learn.
I was playing with you. Of course, I was playing with you guys. I was doing my streams earlier. I mean, and I did a lot of content single player too, like since that update was added where you could do the NPC stuff. But even then, I don't know, I wasn't really having any trouble. But that one fight in particular, I was just like, I've
because-
not been that upset
You're
in a long
telling
time.
me Roger skips cutscenes and mobs? That's
I only
insane.
wait. To clarify, again, I only skip non-voiced cutscenes. If it's voice
that's acceptable.
or a main
Yeah, no,
quest
no,
thing,
I don't
I
recommend
have
it.
no problem. But if you're in a main
But if you're going to
quest,
skip stuff, I would
and it's
allow skipping
non-voiced.
non-voiced.
of course, if it's non-voiced and I start the scene, there's nothing important there because I know because I'm streaming it that if there is something important, someone's going to go, "But didn't you see this thing happened?" And I go, "Oh, thanks so much for telling me. Appreciate it." That's it.
Saves
They're
you
going to
15
tell me
minutes.
anyway.
He's not even a
Saves
real
me-
gamer for real.
Yeah,
No,
so
I'm not going to do that.
Roger was getting by clicking all of his skills.
I was.
Not some of them, all of them.
All of them. I would click all
And
of them.
and he's playing samurai, which
I am.
if you don't fucking sit down and study the exam that is their action list, you're not going to know how to play samurai correctly. So
I did good
and,
today.
like, so I gave him the crash course. I went through all of his different combos, all of his different routes, all of his stamp collecting. Told him about left mouse, right mouse as far as like movement goes.
Yep.
I think that was the biggest one that helped him. Was like
yeah, that was the
holding
main
both,
thing. The
holding
mouse thing.
both
So you
mouse
were-
buttons makes you move forward.
You were WASD and clicking.
Yes.
I was WASD and clicking. Yep.
Fair enough.
And so you get to the Venat fight where it's like there's a decent amount of movement and you have to make sure that you're doing like correct damage.
Mm-hmm.
You just get owned if you haven't learned how to play, and the game doesn't
And I
teach
did
you.
it. How many times did it take me after Warchamp? After you walked me through like how I should do my hotkeys?
Once
Not many.
once your
Couple.
bars were like set up and you sat down for like a real ass try, it was like the first time.
Yeah, it was great. It was good. You know, I
Sam
just
as a
needed
clicker
to
is
be
insane.
told.
Yes.
I'm not over here pretending I'm good at the game. I'm not. I'm not good at MMOs. I'm not good at Final Fantasy 14, but I have fun with it. And because my friends are okay with me sucking and will carry me, I have no issue. I can
But
enjoy
now-
the story. I can
We were
react.
Now you're
okay with
gaming.
it.
This is how
You better
learn,
be
though,
okay
so
with
it's
it.
good. You learn this, you grow.
I'm
But now you're
ready to take
gaming.
all the reses for you.
Thank you. See,
Now-
I appreciate that wisdom.
Now
Thank
you said you're
Oh,
flying,
speaking
right?
of, wait. I don't know why wisdom talking reminded me of this, but we didn't do this last show, and we wanted to bring this up because some people were probably like, "Where's Mike been? Is Mike okay?" Mike is doing good, but Mike just wanted to step back from the show temporarily is not going to be a main member for the time being. Said he'll hop in every once in a while if there's something to talk about. But Mike is taking a break. He's the father now. He's got other things to deal with.
Jesus Christ!
Let's not-
We love Mike.
Let's not do that. Let's not do
Don't
that.
say
Is
shit
he
like
not a
that. They'll
father?
believe you. They'll
No,
believe you.
He's not a
Man.
father. Okay, but either way, we love Mike. We appreciate Mike. He always has a home on the show. He can come back whenever he wants. And I'm going to give it 3 months until he comes back again, just like Zeph did. But we love you, Mike. However long you need, take that time. We appreciate you.
Hey, Mike
And
can
have fun
enjoy
with
his
your family.
paternity leave. Congratulations, Mike.
Congratulations, Mike. We love you, Mike.
You can't
Anyway.
say that. People will believe you.
Okay, he's not actually taking paternity leave. He
Don't
literally is
let them
just
don't let
taking
them lie to you.
regular
He
show.
is. Don't let them lie to
Just
you.
no, Tito. Now I'm being serious.
Me
He's
too.
not. Okay. But he's good. He can come back whenever. He's more than welcome. But he was just like, I can't do this regularly. I'm busy. We all are busy with stuff going on. You know what it is? What it is. And we told Mike it's all good, man. You know, you're Mike. You always got a home here. Just as Zeph always has a home here. War Champ always has a home here. Ricky always has a home here. You know? Wisdom,
What
you
the
even have a
hell's the
home
fuck
here
you
all the
mean?
time.
Thank you.
Always doing our little doodles and things for shows, and we appreciate it. You know, I want to just say, I want to give a special shout out to Wisdom Meal, right? I want all of you to be more like Wisdom Meal, right? You know, Wisdom makes things for us, helps us, shows up every show. Where are you guys? There's 600
Excuse-
stuff with the rest of you. What are you
Oh,
doing?
Okay, you're talking to chat. I'm gonna say you're
No,
not
I'm
talking
talking
to
to
me.
chat. No,
You're
I'm talking
definitely
to
not
chat.
talking to me.
But
That's all
but
I
the
know.
reason I'm bringing that up, right, is because there's something that chat could actually do right now to help the show, right, McDareth?
Oh
What could the
yes,
chat do?
the chat. You can go to spitspace.com/Japan time and pick yourself up some Japan time merch.
What else can they do?
You can go to youtube.com/Team Japan Time and
That's
subscribe
right.
to the Japan Time YouTube channel. We're almost at
That's right.
5,000.
That's
You can
right.
also
And
go to
subscribing is free.
Spotify.
Subscribing is free,
Subscribing
by
is
the way.
indeed free.
If you
You can also go
subscribe to the Japan Time YouTube channel,
Spotify
that's right.
and subscribe to Japan Time on Spotify. We got the episodes going up there too. Support the show, support the cast. We're gonna do we're planning some cool stuff actually. Do you want to talk? Actually, no, let's not do that.
No,
We're
we
planning
should.
some-
No, we should. We should.
I was gonna
Well,
do. I was gonna
I'm
do
not
a-
going to
the-
say. I'm not
I
going
was
to
gonna
say
do
the
the-
sponsor.
Okay.
But I am going to say what the potential plan is now for next year. Am I allowed?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the plan basically. You know, we're now sitting on some revenue from the merchandise, which there'll be more of after the show when you guys go buy the merchandise, right? We're thinking about going to Evo. A lot of us will be there anyway. Some of us are going to be at Summer Games Fest as well, playing some games, maybe talking about that for the show. But the other thing we were thinking about is we thought it'd be really fun for the 10th anniversary of Japan Time to actually go to Japan. And what better place to go in Japan than Evo Japan? Now, obviously, Evo Japan is going to be happening in about 2 weeks. So we're not going to the upcoming Evo Japan. It's not happening this year. However, by the next Evo Japan, a couple things are going to be happening. By the next Evo Japan, the new world in Super Nintendo World will be open with Donkey Kong. By the next Evo Japan, the Nintendo Museum in Kyoto will be open, right? Most likely, Switch 2 will probably be out there as well. And Evo Japan will have stuff for us to do. And go ahead.
Mike will be back.
And Mike will be back. Absolutely. Right. Exactly.
Statistically likely.
And so we are already planning. This is not cap, by the way. This is not a joke. We are already planning and putting things in motion for a Japan Time goes to Evo Japan trip next year. Now, obviously, that's going to take some revenue because it requires the Airbnbs. We're probably going to at least need to get 2 of them because we got a big group. That's going to require us planning for content. But the money from the merch is now going directly to this Evo Japan trip next year. So if you guys want to see Evo Japan content, make sure to get the merch. And I think, weren't we even brainstorming like ideas for fundraisers and stuff later in the year too? We're going to get to that when we get to that. But potentially, we'll get to that when we get to that. We're going to do that stuff after Evo this year though, because we're also now cooking some stuff up in terms of potential sponsorships for Summer Games Fest. and Evo in July. But we're not going to talk about that exact sponsor just yet because we're still in the works with them. But we love them and appreciate them.
So like, comment,
it makes
subscribe.
sense for the show. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Exactly.
But yeah,
Exactly.
this is another thing,
go.
like Roger
Bye-bye.
said right later. Another thing that Roger said is we definitely want to make sure that when we go to studios, I see people asking for it. There will be vlogs, like literally the vlog for
That's the point.
the past LA trip should be being worked on. Hopefully, next couple weeks. Actually, no, I can say probably the 29th.
Yeah, it's because I stole Vanilla for my own videos because I needed Vanilla to edit some stuff for me last minute. So some stuff happened. My stuff took priority.
So all these meetups, the goal is to make more content from all of us too. So more vlogs, shorts, there's a bunch of stuff. So by supporting the show through stuff like, in general, whenever we get money for Japan Time, it has been going towards
literally only going to the show. Yeah, exactly.
So more content has come out of that.
Yeah. So there you go. So if you guys want an Evo Japan trip next year, make sure to get started. And again, we'll probably end up doing like a fundraiser or something after Evo and after we've sold more merch and after we've done a bunch of other stuff. And then we'll see exactly how much we'll need because right now things are already looking pretty good. So just keep that train moving and we'll be good to go for an Evo trip next year. Now, in terms of other news, we don't actually have to talk about the O.J. Simpson thing. I just thought that would make for a good thumbnail. You want to talk about this Blizzard thing you linked, McDareth? I can't read the actual tweet.
Oh, yeah. So anyone that doesn't know, I guess biannually Blizzard update. So Blizzard, it's assumed that it was Bobby Kotick messed up with NetEase, their Chinese distributor. And so Blizzard games just got removed from all of China. So any Blizzard fan in China just could not play any of the games at all unless you went on a different server. They lost all their account progress and all that stuff. But thanks to Microsoft, they've talked it over with NetEase, and Blizzard is coming back to China with NetEase again, being the supplier, which means that all the fans over there get their accounts back, in essence. So it's nice for fans who want to play these games. And Microsoft actually making a good change for Blizzard in the nonsense that they caused themselves while they were on their way out.
And also in other Xbox news, while we're on the topic, just like the Wii U eShop and the 3DS eShop, it has also been announced now that the Xbox 360 store will officially close on July 29th, 2024.
Pour one out.
And that's it.
Pour one out.
It says beginning on July 29th, 2024, will no longer
what you
support
eating,
the
bro?
Xbox 360 store and Xbox 360 Marketplace. Until this date, purchases made in the Xbox 360 store and Marketplace will continue to be supported, and it won't impact how the community plays currently owned games on 360 or backwards compatibility, and you'll still be able to download those games and play the ones you already own on 360, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X consoles via backwards compatibility. But pour one out for Xbox 360.
There are a lot of games that are still on that marketplace that once it goes down, you will probably never be able to play again.
Geometry Wars. Make sure to get your Geometry Wars.
It's nice at least though that they're keeping it so if you bought the games, you can still get them. Because Microsoft's been on a huge backwards compatibility push. It's probably just at the point where keeping 360 up isn't the servers up to host everything. Assuming people will buy more isn't as worth it now.
Yeah.
But if you bought the game, you can always re-download it. So there's a game or a DLC on there you have not gotten and you want it, you should get it. Basically.
Get it now while you still can.
It's so nice to be able to with the Series X, I can just go pop open certain 360 games and pop them in. Xbox Series X is the definitive way to play Sonic Unleashed because it actually runs Unleashed at 60 FPS, which it could not run like that before. So you pop it in there, it actually is upscaled, runs at 60 and all that stuff. So it's gotta talk about Xbox occasionally. I'm the single Xbox fan on this podcast, so you know how it is.
Speaking
Xbox
of,
One,
okay.
Xbox 2, Xbox 3.
Speaking of Xbox
Crew.
being called Xbox One, on the topic of things that are named One, we also got the announcement during CinemaCon last week that a live-action One Punch Man movie is in development, being written by co-creators of Rick and Morty, Dan Harmon, who's going to work alongside Heather Ann Campbell, who I guess has worked on other Rick and Morty shows, Community, a couple other things, SNL, and that they are doing a live-action version of One Punch Man.
That's gonna be dog shit.
That's
Yeah.
apparently, yeah, it's in
I don't
development.
heads up.
I mean, the One Piece live action was good.
Yeah,
And
but
the
I was-
Avatar live action recently, the new one's been pretty good too.
What?
You said Avatar because I've heard people had not like that.
What did you just say, Roger?
The old Avatar movie was dog shit. This new show on Netflix is apparently pretty decent.
Yeah,
It is
I'm talking
not.
about the new show.
Oh,
It is
I've heard
not.
people Don't like it.
Well, I haven't seen it. So
It
you've
is
seen
not.
it.
It is not.
Have you watched it?
Yes.
And it's not good.
It is the worst adaptation.
Worse than the movie.
Wait, worse
It
than
is-
M. Night
it-
Shyamalan.
It is the worst adaptation that I've seen. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so
Because
have
it was
you
because the
seen
thing
the
is,
M. Night Shyamalan movie?
because
though?
the thing here's the thing, right? About the movie, at least it was entertaining to watch because of how bad it was.
Mm.
This isn't even fun to watch because of how bad. It's just bad. Like it's just not enjoyable.
Does it like take itself
Okay,
too seriously and like totally
how am
invalidate
I-
everything?
Okay, hold on. All you idiots in chat, how am I capping if I said it's the worst that I've seen? Do you know what I've seen? Do you know what I've seen? So what are you talking about? You don't know what I've seen. I hate when people do this.
He's lashing out.
It's just annoying, man. God damn it.
What's the difference between lashing out and crashing out?
Crashing out implies that's like you're like you're
Crashing out
like
is
the
when you don't
status
give
of
a
your
fuck about
life.
The consequences of what you're
Yeah.
doing afterwards. You just throw it all out there.
Because when I was getting mad at those One Piece fans a couple weeks ago, they said Roger's base was crashing out, and I didn't know what that meant, and I was curious what it meant. It just means like you're off the deep end, basically.
Yeah.
I got you.
So when is this One Piece like movie supposed to come out?
The One Punch Man movie is supposed to come out. Did they give an estimated release date? I think they just literally announced it's in development. I'm assuming it would be like 2025, but it says, yeah, live action adaptation in development. Sony Columbia Pictures. Script is written by Dan Harmon of Community fame and Heather Ann Campbell of SNL. Yeah.
Isn't the anime supposed to return next year too? So
The anime is also meant to return
Yeah,
next year.
so why would you watch that over the?
I guess the problem is like the One Punch Man anime, the first season is like perfection. I would say the
Yeah,
first
Madhouse.
season of One Punch Man is like so good. And then the second season obviously had that like stark dip in quality, even though the content is still good. The actual animation was not nearly as good. The music wasn't nearly as good. A lot of stuff wasn't as good. I'm worried the next season is going to be like how the second one was.
Well, no, because I think Madhouse did season 1 and they sold it.
Right.
I think the new company is going to keep doing it, so it should be at least as good as second season. But yeah,
But what
it's
I'm
just
saying is
Madhouse
that the
did it and
newest
moved on.
season wasn't. I mean, it was fine, but it wasn't nearly as good as it could have been.
Didn't Math
Yeah,
say
I
they're
think it's
animating
not
it?
gonna. I think it's not gonna dip again. That's my
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's good at least.
Yo, can I just say something that irks me a little bit?
Let's hear it.
When we talk about anime and people talk about animation studios, it's more so the animators that are working on the anime at that time. And when people bring up the animation studios, it just irks me a little bit because it was the animators.
True.
So people
you mean
people
the
should
animator-
really talk about the animators more than the animation studio.
I get that.
understand that, but like when a studio has a certain quality and they always bring that quality, I want to talk about the studio.
Not
Like,
always. Some
there's
studios
a-
not always.
I mean, some, but Madhouse, there's a quality of Madhouse. Like when I see a Madhouse animation, I know it's going to be good because the quality they bring is like it's at a certain level or above, always, constantly. So I'm going to mention it's Madhouse because it just makes sense. Because like even look at Freerun. Freerun has so many frames of animation that a lot of studios just wouldn't do, but because Madhouse is doing them to a level of detail, that show looks gorgeous. And just like that's just Madhouse is the studio that does that. Even if it almost makes them bankrupt, that's the studio that does that. So I talk about Madhouse. I get it that animators deserve respect and all that too, but also I don't know the names of the animators. I know the name of Madhouse.
To be fair though, a lot of the animators for stuff like One Piece or some of these other shows are like they now have social media presences where I'll see them tweeting out like, "Oh, I did these frames of this episode. Make sure to check this out." Or they'll like upload clips of things that they've done. So I guess like, I mean, One Piece is obviously it's a different kind of beast, but some of the animators, like the actual one-to-one animators on that show, I actually do know the names of. Now Toshi Shida or like some of these other goats that do a lot of the great action sequences. You'll learn to know their names. I just think a lot of these animation studios don't actually go out of their way to name the individual animators. But Let me looking at this. Any other news I wanted to talk about? We touched on fall. Oh, this is actually the other big thing I wanted to touch on, because I've seen a lot of people discussing this recently. It's in regards to Final Fantasy Rebirth 7's sales. So basically, FF7 Rebirth sales are apparently reported to be underperforming, and the game has reportedly sold half of what Remake did in the same time frame. And Square Enix is saying that shipments of the games topped 3.5 million in the first 3 days, but that the actual sales are underwhelming at this point. This does not surprise me. And I'm seeing this reported in a way where it seems like, oh, this game is not doing well. I think people have to remember a couple things. One, Remake is the first of a new trilogy, right? Like Remake, FF7 Remake, was the first of a new trilogy, so there was no barrier to entry. Remake came out during COVID, in which people literally had nothing else to do but sit inside and play video games, and also came out at the end of a life cycle of one of the best-selling video game systems of all time.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of people who want PS5s still cannot get PS5s, and you cannot play Rebirth. I mean, you can, but most people would choose not to play Rebirth unless they've already played Remake.
Yeah.
I feel like it shouldn't be a surprise that the game is selling half of what Remake did when it's literally on one system that has sold significantly less than the other system, that is not being released during a pandemic, that requires you to play the first game.
On top of that, not everybody who played Remake enjoyed Remake. So if you didn't enjoy Remake, you have no reason to play Rebirth.
And I also think a lot of people too
Well,
know
not no reason, but you have much less of a reason.
Right. But I also know that a lot of people know that the exclusivity thing for PS5 expires in May, which means they could very well release Rebirth on PC in June. Like that could be a thing. So people are probably also waiting for the PC version. Like a significant amount of people.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame people for not wanting to buy a PS5 to play.
Oh, of course not. To play one game. No, of course not. If they want to wait a couple months and then play it on PC, I totally understand that.
Is there even a date for that?
Well, again, they've announced the date that exclusivity ends for PS5.
I feel like they moved that up after even 16, because 16 also, because like Final Fantasy 15,
right,
sold very well, but 15 was on everything, and since then they've been doing PlayStation exclusives, and they haven't sold as well since.
And 16 sold decently, being on PS5, but again, 16 had no prerequisite. You don't need to play. There was no 16 Part 1.
Yeah, and these are these are very long games.
Yeah,
like Rebirth, I finished it at 132 hours, but I did everything.
Yeah,
but it's just a long game.
And again, we will be doing a Rebirth spoiler cast. We're going to record it this Friday. It'll be up. When will it be up? Next Monday?
Was it next Monday or? Yes, next Monday. Yes.
There you go. Fantastic. So look forward to that. Also, I just looked it up on the trailer and confirmed. PlayStation 5. It says specifically, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will not be available on other formats until 5/29/2024. It says that literally in the PlayStation trailers. It says specifically, it's a PS5 exclusive until May 29th, 2024, which says to me, first week of June, you're going to be able to play this on PC.
Hell no.
You don't think so?
You're smoking crack. You're smoking crack.
Why not? Why would they announce that specific time as when you're not going to be able to, unless maybe they announce it the day after, and maybe they don't release it necessarily in June. But I still feel like you're going to play it relatively soon after, especially if they're trying to get the sales up for it. If they said they're underperforming, I wouldn't be surprised.
You think a PC build's ready to go already?
Yeah, they developed the game on a PC.
No, I mean, obviously not the actual game, Roger. I'm talking about literally everything. The hard part about publishing.
Throwing that shit up on Steam?
No, I'm making a new SKU. I think I get what Tito's saying, but I think with the extra time, because I don't know if they're planning DLC for this one. They've already talked about it took them 3 years to make this one.
In fact, they've already said
the
they're
integrate
not
DLC
for this one. Right.
And they're already prepping the next 3 years. I think Nomura said that the plot for the next game is done already. And they're already working through the next 3 years of developing it. So I think within that time, they had a space where they could work on it.
And you hit on the key thing, right? Which is that I think the big thing with intermission and intergrade was that they had that developed for PS5, right? As like a bonus thing for if you had a PS5, you're gonna go back and play Remake. But the PC version was already out by the time that came out, right? PC version went on Epic Games Store like the next year, didn't it?
I think Intergrade was PC. Yeah, that was the PC version. Was Intergrade. I could be wrong, but I thought they.
Oh, intermission, right? Intermission was the thing that was exclusive to PlayStation, right? The stuff with Yuffie.
Yeah.
Right.
But the PC version had all the updates, but you had to play PS5 to play that. Yeah, I
Right.
think that's right.
Right. It is also weird that Final Fantasy 16 hasn't been released on PC when that literally is done.
They're still making DLC for that still.
Right. Maybe they're waiting for the DLC. See, whereas in this case, like with Rebirth, they've already said they're not doing DLC, so maybe they'll just release it sooner.
You're not getting it this year, bro.
Maybe. I don't know. I think they might. I think they might release it early, specifically if the sales are being seen as underwhelming. I think they might release it early and hit that emergency button.
Definitely feel like it might be a point where some people are just gonna wait till all figure out and just do them all because at the point it's two, yeah.
Yeah, Square's also going to need something because there's all those reports coming out too about how the lead director of the Dragon Quest series has left Square, and there's apparently troubled development with Dragon Quest 12. We haven't seen the Dragon Quest 3 remake in a long time, so Square doesn't really have anything else for the second half of this year. So I feel like, it might be other than Dawn Trail, right? They have Dawn Trail coming up. But I mean, unless you play the MMO and you're looking for something to play, they might just like release it on PC to fill out the gap a little bit later. It is weird that we haven't heard anything about Dragon Quest 3 2D HD in a long time, though. Maybe they'll announce that Final Fantasy 9 remake finally, or the Tactics one.
I feel like I don't know. I get that they probably should start talking about that stuff. I feel like they might as well just finish FF7, go full in. FF7's done. Oh, by the way, here's the next one.
But I mean, the next one's not going to be till 2027. Square's going to have more games for another 3 years.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. I'm saying specifically like a big remake. Like if assuming it is a big remake,
it's not
FF7 level.
It's not. 9 is not.
Okay.
It's not. It's being reported that it is a like less ambitious remake type project. So I'm assuming
I definitely think it would be less ambitious.
It'll probably be like HD assets, maybe a newly arranged soundtrack or something. But I feel for the most part, the game, the bare bones of it are going to stay the same.
Yeah, because I don't see them doing. I don't think they have a game that warrants a remake to the scale they've done for FF7.
I mean, 6 would for sure, but 6 is like absolutely massive.
But like,
and
I know 6 is big, but like FF7 is just it's
7's the biggest one.
Yeah, it's like it's the thing.
And 6, I don't think 6 really even needs a remake the same way that 7 does. Like, I'd be cool, but 6 they could very easily go the 2D HD route, and I think a lot of people would.
I think that would look really nice.
Just orchestrations and pretty sprite work with bloom lighting. Yeah, but we'll see. We will see. Any other news you guys want to talk about before we wrap this sucker up? Anything else? Again, we were going to end this. We were going to end this with Ricky's OJ story, but Ricky isn't here right now. So alas, you guys will have to hear that different week.
So I guess one thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since we talked about we had a thing for fans' favorites, just looping back to that. We didn't go over like our own personal favorites. You want to like do that?
For the Smash trailers?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's no brainer. It's definitely a tie between Sephiroth and Banjo. Those are Banjo for me was like the character that I thought there's no way in a million years this would ever happen. Was like a childhood dream of mine. I mean, I cried straight up when the Banjo trailer happened. So I would say Banjo is probably my number one. But then I would say in terms of like sheer hype, in terms of the actual quality of the trailer, Sephiroth's his peak. I think Sephiroth is like absolutely unbelievable. So good. Redoing the Advent Children fight. Having him impale Mario on the sword. What's not to like? Yeah. Let's do this. Go ahead, Wisdom. Go ahead.
Mine's a tie between Sephiroth and then Joker, because Joker was the one that everyone said, that's not going to happen. It's Atlas. They're not on Switch. So
with Jokers, it was strange though, because Jokers, I remember the first one didn't have any gameplay at all, right? It was just a teaser at the Game Awards with the Persona
we thought it was something for like Persona DLC.
Right.
And then at the end, he shows the letter with the Smash logo.
Yep. How about everybody else?
For me, my favorite is Sonic's because I wanted that for so long.
Mhm.
You mean the Brawl one back in the Brawl days? Yeah, oh yeah, that
because
was a great one.
I checked that dojo every day before school. Every day. I used to print out stuff, and I still have a notebook with Smash Bros. Dojo logo on the front. And I used to write down stuff every day. The one day I got up late and could not check. My friend checks and tells me it's Sonic, and I think they're lying to me. I asked my teacher. We're in like a religion class. I went to a Christian school. I asked my teacher whether watching We Are the Youth of the Nation video, if I can look at something on the computer, and I'm in the corner geeking out watching Sonic while the rest of the class is watching that. So like I always remember that.
Who means more to you, Jesus or Sonic?
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
For the sake of my soul, I have to say Jesus. But there you go.
Hey, fair enough. I was just asking. I was just curious. I wanted to know.
He didn't sound
What
like he
a
meant
crazy question.
Nah,
You have it on the
Sonic-
record. You're getting in heaven now. You're good. Who are some other? What are some other favorites? Let's go down in Discord order. Tito, favorite Smash trailer. Go.
I mean, I don't really necessarily have a favorite. I do think the best one is Sora. I think Sora is I think the image of Mario and Sora is the most insane picture in the history of video games.
It is.
Like,
pretty
I think
amazing.
it's just the most insane picture that just like you're looking at it. Like all of these other things, I'm not trying to downplay them about like, oh, like it is unbelievable. The whole game doesn't make sense, but that especially does not make sense. The fact that there is like a whole Mickey Mouse thing, like the key is there. Like it's just really, it's just the fact that you have the Mickey Mouse logo at the end of the Kingdom Key, and they highlight it in the trailer, and then they're shaking hands. Like it's literally the most insane thing in like I just don't see how a thing could top it, to be honest.
Right on. Coast, how about you?
Objectively good answer is the Everyone Is Here trailer.
Oh yeah. I mean that
that was a good one.
Yeah. Seeing Pichu and young Link and all these Wolf come back. Yeah, Everyone Is Here was pretty iconic. How about you, Shofu?
I like Min Min's because of the animation at the beginning and the end. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Min Min's was actually. Also, yeah, Min Min's thinking back on
Oh,
it
the sword
was
fighter?
such a weird one. Right. Because in the lead up to that, right? I remember they were like Sakurai announces an arms fighter was the name of the direct, right? Like we didn't know that it was going to be Min Min. We just knew it was someone from ARMS. And I remember all the speculation about like if it was going to be Twintel or Springman or Min Min. That was like a whole discussion topic in and of itself. Yeah, that whole trailer was actually really good too, with Captain Falcon eating the ramen and Kirby sucking up the bowl. That was a good one. That's a good choice. Viram, how about you?
I gotta say Sonic again, just because that was like a life-changing moment. Like I wouldn't be here if not for that trailer.
Damn.
So I have to say that out of obligation, but I also just agree on Sephiroth's. It was just the thing about Sephiroth's as well for me is that it succeeded in doing the thing that I feel like a lot of the other trailers didn't quite hit, where it actually had it built a bit of suspense as to who the character could be. Because like Banjo trailer, for instance, as soon as you saw the Jiggy bounce across the screen, you knew it was Banjo. Yeah.
Sure.
And a lot of the other ones are kind of like that, but you didn't know it was going to be Sephiroth until you hear those first few notes of One Winged Angel.
And I think it's also the coolest part with his, because if you know One Winged Angel and it starts, you instantly know. And it's funny in all the reactions because you can see it immediately who picked up on that.
Yeah. Oh, it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing some people in the chat asking us which one we think is the worst. Of all the Smash trailers, which one is the worst?
PD Piranha.
Yeah.
No, that
Not
no. I would
vote it for that
Piranha
one.
Plant. I would say Piranha Plant is not the worst solely because it's so shocking and is more like, what in the world is this? I cannot believe Sakurai did this.
I mean, is it cheating? Is it cheating to say as a reveal trailer for a character specifically?
I would say like Crom or Dark Samus, because even the Inkling one was good with the initial reveal of.
Yeah, no, but that's not. But I'm talking
game.
No, but I'm talking as a reveal for a character. that's not a reveal trailer for a character. That is an announcement trailer with a character reveal in it.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Byleth is the only answer.
I even liked Byleth, though, to be fair.
Yeah, I didn't mind.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I didn't. The Dragon Quest one was
That's
cool.
just that's a testament to the quality of the trailers. If the
That's
worst
true.
one is like I didn't mind it, and
That's true.
All of them
That
are
is
at
true.
least good.
I special shout out to Terry's, because even as somebody who, like, I'm not an enormous Fatal Fury fan, but I've started to like it more because of Terry and Smash Brothers. And I was familiar, obviously, with the old, like, the SNK, like the intro videos and stuff, because I've seen them over the years. And so I just thought that was genuinely really cool, seeing all the different sprite work and like seeing geese falling off of the building and.
I even love it's like a complete it's like a full circle callback, because the reason Smash does the letters thing is because of KOF. That was the big KOF thing.
Yeah.
Or when Kazuya is throwing every character off of the into the volcano, that shit was big funny.
That was legitimately funny. That was good.
he throws, like, who is it? He throws like Min Min, and then like her arm gets stuck on the cliff.
Yeah, it's a kick it down.
And then like he throws Kirby, and like Kirby just floats away, and then he goes back to check.
That is funny, you know. Looking back on this, I'm seeing some people in the chat saying Corrin's was the worst. You know, that was also really funny at the time though, because we knew Corrin wasn't like the last one, right? Like we knew Corrin wasn't the last because we knew that Bayonetta or another character along those lines would be the last one.
Was coming.
Right, the ballot character was coming. So I think like the wind wasn't necessarily sucked out of our sails the same way with Corrin as it was with a lot of people in Byleth.
Yeah, because Byleth was the last one, and
right,
we didn't
of
know
that
the
challenger
new
pack.
one was coming until afterwards. Yeah.
We knew there was another
also-
challenger pack because they announced that alongside Terry and the Sans costume. So we
Fate
knew there was
also
another
hadn't been released.
right, which
at the
was the
time of its
weird thing
reveal.
about it. Right, so like because half of
Or
us
in the
when we were
West,
watching those trailers were calling that character Kamui because Kamui was literally the name of the character that we knew the character. We never heard Corrin before. So when you see Corrin, you're like, who the hell is Corrin? I've been looking at pre-release stuff for this game. I don't even know who this is. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the Smash Wii U ones that were.
We had Shulks, Rosalina, Little Mac, Wii Fit Trainer, Mega Man, Pac-Man,
God,
and
that I'm sad about, because if he didn't leak, that would have been nuts.
To be fair, that's how Terry's was too, because Terry and Castlevania both leaked early.
The
Castlevania
one is so trash.
good.
They leaked it themselves.
Yeah. Had they not leaked that themselves, like that would have been such a major, huge reveal. It still was. People still were like losing their minds at the Castlevania one because it was so well done. But hey, I had that not leaked, that would have been a massive deal.
The Castlevania
Bowser
one
Jr.'s is a bit of a weird one, because I know Bowser Jr. like irrelevant of any leaks. I'm pretty sure that trailer dropped after the 3DS game release.
It was him and Duck Hunt were both
Duck Hunt
after.
Dog too,
Yeah, so like the timing of them was very strange.
Man, I still remember.
Little Max is really good too.
I remember vividly when that game came out in Japan, right? And it was leaking. And there were like the 3 people that were streaming it on Twitch from Japan. I remember vividly watching Etika, watching a Twitch stream of some dude in Japan unlocking the characters. And I remember seeing live Duck Hunt Dog and like losing my mind seeing that character in action. Because obviously longtime fans of Japan Time remember we talked about the character leak. Like the full roster leak would have been like what, 2-3 weeks before that stuff ended up dropping and before the game actually like hit store shelves. And so it really was wild to then see this stuff actually be true and see Duck Hunt Dog, see Bowser Jr. Like seeing Bowser Jr. in action with the car was absurd. Like, because I think a lot of people, when you assume Bowser Jr., you would not have thought with the clown car. You would have thought like, you know, with the paintbrush or something related to Shadow Mario. And then when he ends up being in the clown car, shooting bullets at people and like with the buzzsaw attack and the lick attack, that was incredibly hype.
Yeah, like I still remember those Japanese streamers. One of them was getting folded by Dr. Mario for a very long time.
For a long time. Right.
Dude, the problem with some of these is like some of these I personally are about characters that I don't really care about, but that doesn't necessarily make them bad. So I don't want to like say that they're bad.
I mean,
like all these Fire Emblem characters.
But I would say, yeah, if we're talking objectively the worst trailer of any of the characters from Brawl through Ultimate, I would probably say Roy's in Smash 4. Because that was just gameplay. And at least Byleth and Corrin had like cutscenes and interesting things. Roy was literally just, oh, Roy's back. And leaked and was tied with Ryu's.
Yeah. Or Lucas. I would also put Lucas up there.
The thing was, Lucas at least didn't leak. Lucas was like a shocking thing that happened for YouTube. Whereas like Roy leaked.
If something leaks, does it make the trailer worse?
I think
how
so.
that works?
I think
I don't know, bro.
Because at least with Lucas's, like you see Ness going around in Lucas's, and you hear the mother music, and you see all the death, and like they set it up in a cute way. Roy's was just literally like, here's Roy.
No. But does the leak make the trailer worse? I don't know if the leak itself makes the actual trailer bad.
Oh no.
I
don't
think for
necessarily.
a person it can, because it can kill your excitement. So when you look back on it, you're not as excited. Like the Sora one, I went through a whole day of work, and I think it was college. So whole day of college, came home, sat down, ready to stream it. I clicked the YouTube thing, and my eye glanced and saw the word Sora, and it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but how is that different? Like if you read a book and they made a movie about the book, does that make the movie bad because you know what's in the book?
It's a different experience then.
But you haven't seen the trailer. You haven't seen the trailer.
No, but the whole point, the big thing about Smash trailers is who is it going to be and thinking about, seeing the stuff that's happening and leading up to it. Because I saw that and knew it's Sora, the whole time it's leading up to it. So, oh, I know it's Sora. The stuff that happened is still cool, but that whole surprise of it finally being Sora, that's like unfortunate. Like it's very a subjective take. Like I'm not saying it objectively makes it bad, but I'm saying like
that's
on
what
a
I'm
personal
saying.
level, the trailer.
I'm saying does it objectively make the trailer bad?
No. I think
that's what I'm saying.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, but I think Roy's is probably where I
think it's Inkling.
I still think the Inkling, because that Inkling trailer, I remember watching that because in the direct that happened in, right, they had shown Splatoon 2 stuff. And then they said, we have one more thing, and you see the Inklings, and it looks like a Splatoon 1 trailer. So, like, I pretty much knew right away it was Smash Brothers, but there were a lot of people who watched that thinking there was, like, some type of port of Splatoon 1, or that Splatoon 1 content was coming to Splatoon 2. And so when the lights dim, and you see the Smash Ball for the first time, and you hear the choir version of and then you see Champion Link there next to Mario, and you're like, oh my god, this is a new game. This isn't just a port. Because in the lead up to Ultimate, a lot of for a while still, we thought it was a port of Smash 4 with new content. And then we're like, no, this is actually a brand new game. It blew a lot of our minds. Yeah.
Right. I'm just saying that all that other shit happening makes it a worse character. It makes it a good announcement trailer. But as far as a character reveal, I don't know if it makes it a better character reveal because there's all this other shit in the way.
Wait, could one of our historians look this up? I want to give a shout out. This is to Nadamdi in chat saying, Roger, your ass is capping. I remember the first episode of Japan Time season 3. You went on about that you thought it was a Splatoon movie.
Yeah, I don't know if that was Roger, because every time I think back on it, I always remember Roger saying that
it was. You can go back.
Knew it was Smash.
You can also go back to my actual reaction to Smash Brothers, where I saw this for the first time. I was like, "Oh, this is Smash. This is going to be for Smash," and I'm screaming into the Rowlet pillow. So I don't think that was me, man.
They really try to gotcha your ass, bro.
They're really out here trying to get me.
I think someone did say that, but I don't think it was Roger.
Yeah, it wasn't me.
But let's see.
Do I still have the Rowlet pillow, says Zender? Absolutely. Of course I still have the Rowlet pillow. Yeah. But again, if you have timestamps for season 3, if I said it was a Splatoon movie, I might have said that it had the quality of what looked like a Splatoon movie, but I pretty much knew right away it was Smash Brothers. You can go back and see my reaction for that.
No, I see it, yeah, in your video.
Yeah.
You see the ink come down, you immediately say, this is Smash, I promise you. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, so it wasn't me. Thank you very much, Mr. Historian, for checking that up. And to the guy that said I was a liar, you'll be getting a Japan Time hat in the mail. McDareth will be reaching out to you, and we'll be sending you whoever that was. Shout out to you. What was her name? Nadamdi. Shout out to Nadamdi. Go whisper Nadamdi and get his address, and you can send him a Japantown hat.
If you want it, DM me.
Yeah,
That's the way it's
DM,
gonna go.
go DM McDareth. Go DM McDareth because it made for a good content. Do not check your mailbox. He's lying. I'm not sending the hat. McDareth is. He's gonna send it. I'm not. You're not giving me your address. I'm not doing anything with your address. I would never in a million years. You check
Roger sometimes forgets because he's busy. I understand. So
of course.
Roger skips cutscenes and information retention.
Only non-voiced. I don't skip voiced cutscenes, man. The only way I would skip a voiced cutscene if it's going for a long time and it's kind of boring, and then I skip it. But normally they keep me interested. But if I'm going for like 30 minutes and they're still yapping, I'm gonna skip that. I'm going right through the dialogue. But I do
Roger, when Roger goes to any fast food chain and they're like, "Hi, can I take your order?" He skips that shit, bro.
I do. I actually,
just give him his
unironically,
meal.
unironically, I do. I go on the mobile app and I order it, and then I pick it up at the store. So I actually do literally skip that. So thank you for once again proving my point. Yeah, if I have the option, of course.
Proving my point is so sick. You're a sicko.
I mean, I do, but I do that.
You need help.
How do I need help? I'm making the most of my time. You know, I'm making the most of my time.
Hey, go crazy, man.
I will go crazy on the next episode of the show 2 weeks from now. So thank you once again, everybody, for tuning in. This was a lot of fun. And until 2 weeks from now, make sure to check out Coast and I's final playthrough of Endwalker tomorrow. Make sure to listen to the spoiler cast for Rebirth next Monday. And keep yourselves comfortable playing video games, relaxing, drinking some tea until the next show. Take care of yourselves. And we will talk to you all in 2 weeks. Shofu, do you have a way to close this out since Ricky's not here to tell an OJ story?
What the fuck?
Okay, I guess not. Night, everybody.
What do you mean?
Roger be talking more than these Final Fantasy cutscenes he's skipping.
Nice one, Cos.
I try, bro. I try.
So you live streaming on Twitch.tv?
You know what? What a coincidence I am, man.
Oh shit! Here you go, bro.
Crazy.
There's a nice raid for you, brother.
What if he asked that and then rated somebody completely different? That would have been so funny. He would have been like, "Oh wow, crazy! I'm gonna rate Shizzy."
This game, bro.
That would have been so fun.